back, everybody. Now it's our serious GM voice on, and it's scary, because it should be scary.
Hey, shut the fuck up!
Oh my God.
And all credibility lost. Thank you so much, everybody. We're gonna start our very first unlock. If you remember, if you've been with us from the very beginning, you know that we started a very different unlock system in the beginning. It was like GM versus players. The dark side, light side was a little bit. We've always had a little bit of love for our light side and our dark side. So this one's just simply called Believe in the Force. And it's who do you believe in? And and then we have just light side, dark side. I'll tell you guys, it's just our very normal, fun-filled unlock where wherever it lands on, you guys will get extra dice when you pull. So what you want to do is kind of prime this one up, knowing that I did it front end because you'll get this for a full hour going after that. So wherever this lands, that side or whoever pulls from it will get an extra dice of that type. And we're just gonna start.
Okay.
That's exciting.
Let me scroll up here. Let's start this clock. And I forgot to mention we also ended, I know we ended late last time, we ended tier 3 light side,
Right.
which means that the hyperdrive is good for a good like 7 more. You guys don't know that in-game characters, but you guys are good. I'm sure that you'll run through the rest of the show.
We're not really concerned about that right now.
I know, I'm aware. You aren't concerned about that because last we left off, you guys were trying to reclaim or trying to set loose your captured crewmates, Corin and Lyra. It was also a battle between Bossk and his bounty hunter gang. In it, you were able to sneak your way guys in, but a battle ensued. Corin was gravely wounded. The Wookiee lost a leg and was being like choked out. And Aaron and Caleb had got up on the roof and were chasing after Bossk as he kind of was jumping across the roof, grabbed onto something, and his entire arm ripped off.
He was disarmed.
He was disarmed. But then a group of rebels showed up under the command of Commander Gain, who you had met briefly once before. And you all now find yourself outside of the warehouse.
All of us?
All of you, on the street. Your weapons are put out in front of you. There is a gunship waiting. Still, there was 4. Most of the troops have gotten out. They have surrounded you. At this point, you're now lined up outside the warehouse. These rebel troopers around you. There's a gunship that's floating in the air. Shortly after they kind of arrived, the Ojimbo arrived shortly after that. K201 quickly started to attend to Corin. He's kind of got some medical skills. But at this point, you're all kind of under, more or less, some sort of temporary arrest as these rebel troops have kind of surrounded you. And as you're there, I would like her to roll a perception check for me, please.
Why did I know that it was going to be
How
me?
did they surround us so
it's-
fast? Because I remember they
National
showed
Cat
up at
Day,
the end.
so he
They
gets the
showed
first
up
roll.
with 4 gunships. And to clarify, these are like big military grade gunships.
Wait,
They were right at you.
Are you making me roll because of what Kim said? Kim, what is it?
National Cat Day today, right?
Yeah, it
So
is.
He gets the first roll.
I feel like
Okay.
that's probably what it is.
What am I rolling
That's
against?
what it is.
Waited for them to
Perception.
If you would like to retroactively attempt to do something, understand that a gunship would be firing upon it.
I'm going to say that Bert has figured out a really good remedy to our inability to get out of the room for the first hour. And I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any dice in the light side.
I
to
guess
use.
you're telling me in code I just need to surrender.
I'm
Because I
saying,
clearly
I'm
would have
saying,
continued after Bossk.
Caleb, you would have
Been destroyed.
assessed the situation
Fair enough.
and understand that despite maybe chasing after Bossk,
No result.
there wouldn't have been much life after chasing after him.
Would I have had time to unratchvado myself?
Yes,
So then I would have done that.
I assumed.
Okay.
No result, no perception.
Okay, so you're just kind of here. Everyone's kind of at
Captain,
this point.
what's
you're
happening?
not cuffed. You're just there. You've kind of temporarily realized that you were outgunned, and you're just kind of waiting. As most of these rebels, there's still some that are a little distance away from you. They got weapons drawn on you. As most of them are talking, kind of in a group afterwards. They're pulling out bodies. You see that there seems to be 2 that are in kind of body bags. And they're walking
from the
around.
warehouse?
From the warehouse.
Like one that's like Wookiee-sized and...
Yeah.
Go and roll a perception.
Oh, okay. What am I rolling? Are we using this tonight?
You can use your phone. If you use your phone, just put it underneath the dice cam or
Okay.
go ahead and roll for it.
You know what? I'm gonna go
Put it on
old.
here.
Put it right
Thanks,
there.
man.
Put it right. Use these dice.
Okay.
Oh, that's not.
No,
that's not
Joe.
cool. Cool.
Just for... No, you know what? I'll go old school right
I
now.
do it for the gifts.
Let's go old school, and if I don't like it, then I'll switch to the digital thing. What am I rolling against?
I'm gonna make it 2.
2.
And while you're at it, Kilara, I'm gonna have you do a perception check as well.
Okay, against what?
I'll make it 2.
Okay then. Well, hold on. Wait 1 second. This.
Oh, I just deleted everything. Sorry,
Wait.
it's hard for me to read.
It's been a while since I've had to do this myself
Here, I'll slide
because
it.
I rely on
No,
technology
don't.
way too much.
They'll be so mad. That'd be amazing. if
Okay.
That's what I rolled.
Well, I got a failure with 2 advantages and 1 triumph.
Okay. I'll say 6 then.
Okay.
And a triumph?
Well, all you
This
see
is so time consuming.
is just use your phone.
Yeah.
All you see are 2 body bags. They both seem humans. You do not see one.
That's Wookiee size.
That's Wookiee size. However, you do see one of these rebels is kind of walking away from a warehouse and is holding what looks like a Trandoshan arm and is kind of like confused at it and kind of like looking at it. You notice that the arm separation seems to have been what looks like frost damage. It seems like this kind of like cold.
Because it was
like,
that ice bomb, right? That you
Frost
threw?
grenade.
Oh, frost, yeah, frost
and
grenade,
this
yeah.
rebel just kind of like goes and like places it on one of the body bags. However, you don't see any. You failed, so you do not see any sort of Wookiee-sized person.
I got 1 success, 4 advantage.
You see that at this point, K201 you were transfixed completely on saving Corn.
Yeah.
And obviously all of you maybe put up some level of resistance or some level of frustration when you were kind of corralled into this position. But the presence of K201, he quickly reassured you that he's going to do everything he can, and he seems to, in this process, from you've just been transfixed, everything's kind of turned to white noise. So they were talking to you as you just stared, and it looks like, from what you can see, you stabilized him as best you can in the fight. K201 has continued the medical practice of like trying to sustain him, and he has succeeded as best you can see. You can see that Korn is like breathing on his own, but is completely like unconscious.
Would I have time, since it was, I remember writing down that Fathom would have had the next move had we continued. Can I have sent him after Bossk to follow him?
Absolutely.
Well, then I definitely would do that.
Excellent. He's after him. At this point, though, you're unable to check because
Absolutely.
of the situation that you're in. Finally, you see also, all of you see that after K201 has stabilized Korn, instantly kind of moves to go and start arguing with a handful of the rebel troopers. And as he's talking to him, his voice is kind of raised. You more or less hear that he's talking about things along the lines of, just, no, check again. Technically, I am rebel property. I'm still decompressing all the old files, but if you look under the name K001, my authorization codes and access codes should still work. The rebel is kind of looking at some things. He goes, I'm sorry. Clearly that name is listed to a B1 droid. And he starts to like argue with him more. At this point, I need Aaron to do a perception check for me, please.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
2, and I'll give you a natural boost.
I just got an iPhone for the first time. I'm a little slow.
Technology!
Hey guys, look at my tiny iPhone.
That's cute.
It's a baby.
It is cute.
It's a little baby
so
phone.
big, so small.
Little baby phone. 5 successes, 2 advantages, 1. Oh no, hang on. 5 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay.
Because those should have canceled each other.
Oh,
out.
got it.
With a slight tweak, I can have that iPhone working.
Okay. As you are there, you see instantly a group of rebel troopers. You've all seen that they've worn these insignias of the kind of rebel unification department, I think that's the group that you had met before, or unification. They all wear these patches, and a handful of them step aside, and the unmistakable image of a Gungan. In the same type of uniform.
Boo.
Starts moving from where they're at one of these gunships and moving directly over to your group. At this point, you have a bit of time. You understand that this person is in charge. This person is heading towards you. But you have a moment. You can talk amongst yourself. Again, there's rebel troopers there, but they're like within. You guys are close enough that you could, whisper to each other. You can talk normally, but no one will be necessarily hearing what you're saying.
Right.
But you get the feeling that this person, specifically you, Aaron, is coming towards your group.
Do I recognize this Gungan? I had 4 successes? 5 successes.
You did have 5
Advantages.
successes and an advantage. You saw it.
Can Aaron differentiate between Gungans, or is he a little racist?
I wouldn't have won at
You,
least.
I'll tell you
almost
what,
very
your advantage is you see that this person clearly has 2 eye stalks.
2.
Eye stalks?
Gungan eye
Yes.
stalks.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to 1 or none.
Correct.
So this Gungan has eyes.
Plural.
Yes.
From this distance.
That Gungan
Dogs.
sounds weird.
There is a few.
Gungan's just hungry.
There are a few Mandalorian war dogs that are here because there is a security force that kind of showed up.
Sure.
All these
Yeah.
rebels have
Yeah,
shown up, so
yeah.
they're there and they're
Yeah.
talking to some rebels kind of off the side. They've given them their distance, but
Okay, so I see.
You see a Gungan?
I immediately I trigger pretty quick, and I'm very not happy.
okay. You want to keep that to yourself.
Does anyone know who these
You
people are or why they're here?
Got to be kidding
That
me.
voice. It was Commander Gain. We've met him once before. I don't care for him.
I don't care for anyone that's on the ground right now.
We're all standing on the ground.
You guys excluded.
Okay.
Caleb, how proficient is K2 with his medical skills?
As efficient as K1 was.
I'm gonna try to start walking towards the Gungan.
Okay. I need you to do a balance for me, please.
A
A
balance?
coordination, because you're trying to get out.
I want to look at Kaylara. I want her to shoot a look to Kaylara as, before anything happens, to kind of like, what's the play, Captain?
I want to cooperate with these people.
Just out of curiosity, look, my weapons are on the ground too. They don't look like weapons.
All of your weapons that look like weapons are in front of you. Anything that you would be able to effectively hide back into your clothing is in your clothing.
Oh,
Unless you have chosen to have actively taken those and put them in.
Does that include a shortened vibro axe on my back? I am 9 feet tall. I have a big chest.
Go ahead and do a skullduggery for me if you're trying to hide it. Yours are just built in. So yours,
Yeah.
some of my weapons are built into my clothing.
yeah.
Others I was born with.
Maybe
Ooh.
she is born with it. Maybe it's
Maybe it's
skullduggery.
Odin's stuff.
Go ahead and do a skullduggery for me, please.
What am I rolling against with the coordination?
I'll make both of your guys'. I'll make yours 2, yours 3.
Skullduggery 3, you got it. Okay. And nothing in the light side, all right.
You guys see that? Here we go. Dope. 2 successes, 1 advantage, 1 triumph. I get up very well.
You get up so well that as you start to move, you just kind of do a jump up. You actually feel a little bit. You said you also got a triumph. Mm-hmm. Your bonds seem to have kind of like, I don't know, maybe someone just didn't fully lock them in
Sure.
place. They don't necessarily break off, and you're like, I'm free, but you get the
Oh,
feeling.
we are bound.
Yes,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I didn't know that we were.
I did not.
Yeah, I didn't know that we were either.
you're all bound.
Okay.
Not just
Oh,
like,
I thought you said that we weren't specifically. but
like
it's
Did I
fine.
not say that?
Like Jennifer Tilly, Gina Gershon bound, or like handcuffed?
If you're all saying I said specifically that you're not bound, you aren't bound. However,
can't remember.
your triumph then has
Joe
to be
was.
something else.
Just Aaron. We don't like his fancy jacket.
Well, the triumph is totally that I pull a nearby guard's sidearm and throw it in my jacket pocket.
I'll let you grab it, but now you're gonna have to do a skullduggery to
Alright.
hide it.
I failed my skullduggery, by the way. I got one failure.
Great, so no, they definitely saw that and they made you put out in front of them.
What's the scenario in terms of people like keeping us standing exactly where we are?
There are, of the 4 gunships, 3 of them landed.
Right?
Out of each of them, at least 12 people came out. So there's 36 people around you.
Okay.
There's another gunship that's just floating in the air. It's
Okay.
kind of just doing these circles around. Specifically around you, there's some people that are assessing the area, but the detachment that's gone around you is like 15.
And we get the sense that this Gungan is in charge?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to it.
Okay,
'Cause I'm not
so
sure if
your
it's a
triumph
man or woman.
is effectively that you get up and just start walking with such confidence that they're like, oh, he knows what he's doing. They're not gonna like stop you and tell you to go back.
Got
I'm
it.
even gonna let that bleed over to
Okay.
Kalar. So you guys are both going. What was your move though on?
Oh, what am I rolling against on the dugging?
I'll make it 2.
Okay, I'm gonna remove one of those because there's just this energy field that finds all living things. And it helps me dug skulls.
Talk about the 4s.
It's just this energy field, and sometimes it gives you 2 advantages and 1 failure.
You start reaching for it, and the guy's like, hey, and like looks down and goes, and you're like, you had it like pulled out. And he's like, no. And like he took it back, but he's not like pissed at you at a level where
Advantages.
your brazen attitude of taking it.
Because I wink.
He says like, oh, this isn't mine. And he just, but you guys are both effectively moving towards this Gungan. At this point, you see that it is a male Gungan
We could see his penis.
moving towards you. You can see that he has male chromosomes.
Why are you staring at that Gungan's crotch?
That crotch is a male crotch. Gungan, a male Gungan. Pass it on. That's a male, pass it on.
Okay, I also see the Gungan's crotch.
You also see
and
the Gungan's
it's
crotch.
calming down a little bit now, and now I feel bad for trying to take a gun to kill the Gungan.
Sure. Hey! Yusa! Misa, Captain Bombat!
Captain Bombat. And are
Oh! Misa, sorry. Did Misa stutter?
I was just
Captain Bombat!
understood.
Charmed.
By order of Commander Gainsa, Yusa, all be back to Rebel Command.
And if we do, I have a favor to ask.
Oh, a favor.
Yes. We had several companions who were taken captive by bounty hunters before you came here and placed us all under arrest. I request that they be brought with us.
Go and roll your negotiation.
Okay.
Oh, so we were in the middle of something.
Sure, at this point you guys could have all just moved
Oh,
over.
I went
Yeah.
off. I figured
Yeah,
he was coming.
he's moved close enough that you guys are all.
What's the difficulty?
I'm gonna make this 4.
Okay.
There is 1 setback in the dark side pool.
I will take it, man.
Sure, great.
Orders are a funny word since we're not exactly a part of your outfit.
Oh, but
No.
you saw him big doo-doo this time.
8 successes, 1 disadvantage.
Just say shit.
Poodoo?
Just say shit. Stop saying poodoo.
Poodoo.
Shit.
Poodoo.
Shit.
Do you speak a basic? Poodoo.
Better than you, I suppose.
You can take your friends, but your other friends is coming with us.
What other friends?
Points to Corn. Lyra's with you, but Corn's like in a gurney. We have better equipment to keep him alive.
Yes, that is my request.
Oh, then we are on the same page, sir.
But we were in the middle of something.
Yeah, in the middle of going to the Rebel Command.
I was in pursuit of a dangerous bounty hunter.
Yes.
I believe you have his arm.
He picks up the arm and waves it. You said no, Sir Worsey. His arms are right here, sir.
But he will get away if I'm not able to pursue him now.
Go ahead and roll. Do your negotiation. give you a shot, but it's 5 red dice.
What's the point? The only thing I can get is just a massive failure and my head explodes.
You don't know. I only got
He starts
one
beeping.
They could come up all 5 of them blank.
What's the other one if I were to actually threaten him?
That would be coercion.
Would that be the same dice? Because I get something better.
That might be more.
Okay, let's just do this.
I feel like the second hour upgrade's gonna
see
need to
what
be like
happens.
karaoke machine upgrades.
You should definitely do coercion because you get at least 1 yellow and 2 greens.
I know. But he's saying it will be more red, though.
It would be more red.
Trying to strong arm a guy who's got 4 gunships.
Right.
Yeah, and all these dudes around you.
Yeah, you might not want to do that.
He's very, very committed on having you guys come.
No, that was really
It could have been.
No, yeah.
Well, it couldn't have been much worse.
Yeah, it was pretty
Well, no.
It
6
could've been worse.
disadvantages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it could have been.
Oh, yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
I should tell you this. He's gonna send some people to go look for Bombad bounty hunter. And we should tell you when we find. He can't go far. He just waves the arm again at you.
I don't share your belief that he can't get far. He's
Oh,
wounded.
he's gonna find Alexa too, sir?
Now, as far as I know, he's only lost his arm. Which he can grow back slowly, but
Oh yeah,
It will only
he's
slow him
gonna
down.
grow back an arm.
he's a Trandoshan. They do that.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Who put him in charge?
Captain Gainsa, I told you this.
Trust me, as far as Gungans go, we could have done a lot worse.
Thank you, sir.
What about the bodies?
The bodies, so we have two, sir, right here.
There's a Dracelian. He was a friend of mine. I need to return his body to his
I love
family.
German Gungan.
Who's can have sir his body when you get there.
Get there to Rebel Command.
Yeah.
Do you promise?
Lisa promise.
Your order specifically was for me to return with you as well
You
as that.
is Caleb Sessa? Are you someone else? Sir?
No.
Then yes, you need to come with me.
Captain.
We don't have much choice here. And besides, they'll be able to help Corin better than I could, or K2, or anyone.
It is probably best for Corin, but not for me.
I know, Caleb. I won't stop you if you try to run.
But they will.
I'm afraid so.
Do not worry, Caleb. We have your back.
And you're front. I'd rather not see either get shot today.
Then let us go with them.
All right. We surrender. Take us to Rebel Command.
Oh, now you, sir. Okay, sir. So, I'll see you there, sir. With your friend, sir.
Okay. So are we supposed to fly our own ship then?
Yeah, you, sir, can drive your own ship.
All right. Just transfer the coordinates to the Ojimbo. We'll meet you there.
You get some coordinates that are sent to you. As it's being sent to you, I need Aaron to do one more perception check for me, please.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
I'm gonna make it 3.
Are we taking just the Ojimbo, or is the red coming too?
The way that it's implied is you bring both of your ships. Yeah. Oh.
One success, one advantage.
You see, approaching very fast, is a Lambda class shuttle. These are the Imperial shuttles that go, like the ones that they stole.
Oh, yeah.
And as it's coming forward, it kind of like slowly now is approaching, and kind of the wings start to like fold up as it's landing. The gunship instantly kind of turns. Everyone else looks. However, like painted all across and on the side is like these rebel like symbols. They've got like the typical like rebel like Firebird, right? And as it lands, you see a bunch of troopers come out, and they're, again, very oddly dressed because they have Imperial equipment. They're coming out, some of them are wearing like hodgepodge equipment of like what looks like stormtrooper armor. It's a lot of aliens, and they've got, again, colorful painting on it and stuff, and they start like fanning out. Instantly when they get there, the tension rises. Everyone feels it between the group that you are with and this group. It's about 8 individuals that come out of this thing, so they are still outnumbered by the rest of the group, and they immediately approach Aaron Val. Agent Val, we're here. What seems to be the situation?
You're a little late.
We can see that, but situation report.
This Gungan is taking us to Commander Gain.
Is he?
We have a man down, one bounty hunter on the loose. Does that about sum it up, everybody?
Yes.
Who is
They
this?
took everybody's weapons, too. Most of everyone's weapons.
Well, they're in front of us, right? Or on
Yeah,
the
you can
floor?
pick them back up.
Aaron, who is this?
I don't think we've officially met, sir. But
I'm Aaron Val, Baron Majestic of the Mako Club. And
yes, I'm assuming you know.
Val's Val Shotaron.
Yeah, yes. I was
Member of
told
Kalar
you were
Phase
gonna-
Reapers.
Yes. You know who sent us, yes, sir.
Yeah, these are Randall's boys. Your name?
I am Sergeant Jenkins.
Spelling?
Jenkins.
Any relation to Fred Jenkins?
No.
What about Leroy?
It's a big galaxy, though. Leroy? Oh, yeah, he's a friend of mine. He bought it back in it was like a subterranean raid on an Imperial compound.
So sorry to hear that.
friend of yours, this relative?
He was my cousin.
Legendary.
Also
Legendary,
friends.
yes.
On Glianso.
I heard it was a brutal fight. I don't know what started it, but
They had a very slim chance of surviving that
Jenkins,
fight. 4
Can you
point.
get us out of this situation?
what are you asking me to do?
I don't wish to travel with these rebels to meet Commander Gain.
What are you prepared to do?
He looks at Aaron when you say that.
Sort of nod over towards Corin. We need to keep him safe and alive.
You're saying you have wounded, we are outgunned, outnumbered, and they're asking you to return back to Rebel Command.
That about sums it up.
I can inform Randall, and we can come with you as your protection.
Fight again another day.
Yes.
Thanks, Jenkins.
Yes, sir.
Jenkins, I have another favor to ask. If you have others who are mobile, able to explore the planet freely. We found the thing Randall was looking for.
You said that they all kind of look at each other. The entire squad. Jenkins looks at you. Go on.
There was a battle. I don't know the results of it. We were on the outside and immediately had to return to our other ship so as to assess the situation there, having lost contact with our other companions.
Yes, we were informed.
But I should very much like to know what happened at the temple.
Can you give us coordinates?
Yes.
It's easy enough. You program it.
Yeah.
You give it to him. He flags two of these dudes go back to the Lambda shuttle, and this is going to go on while everyone else is going. You see that they're like the back cargo ramp comes
Yes.
down, and they're pulling out taking over Imperial speeder bikes.
Nice.
So he's understood.
Thank you.
Great. Well, it seems like they're not. Let me go talk to this Gungan, right? And so you have another quick moment where he's talking to him. It seems like what's being relayed to you is if you all go back, your wounded will be taken with you. You're able to take your own ships. They are taking Corn, and this is what their intentions are.
Have the dudes on the speeder bikes already left?
You see them.
Oh. Cool.
They're heading off because you gave them the coordinates.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm assuming you gave them the right
I
coordinates.
gave them, yes, my intention was absolutely to give them the correct coordinates.
They're going to the other hole.
Our laptop that's showing us what dice we have died.
Went blank.
Oh,
Just texted him. Just texted the gentleman.
cool.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I can tell you before we started.
Thank you.
Okay.
He comes back, Sergeant Jenkins. It seems like, yes, they're going to take your friend. They have medical supplies. We will come with you. We'll come back to pick up R2 there, one of our best scout pairs. And then...
Just so you know, a couple people who were still in the fight had rather archaic weapons.
Like
Very
bows?
No.
Thinking more under the lines of the artifacts you're looking for.
He like instantly radios that group. Thank you. Thank you. It seems like time is of the essence. I don't want to keep your friend.
Yes.
They've agreed to allow 2 of my men to go aboard their ship and monitor him, protect him. But we should get going as fast as we can.
Let's move.
What are we waiting for?
I will meet you in orbit.
Yes.
So at this point, most of the rebels are leaving. There's still one gunship that's kind of there. So like 3 of the gunships kind of like take off and are going. They clearly have corn.
Okay.
Rebels, the Randall's rebels get back in their Lambda class shuttle. They leave. Now it's essentially there's one gunship that's just kind of monitoring, watching all of you. And basically you all and Lyra and K201. Yojimbo is there. The Chandril and Red you'll have to go pick up. But at this point, now that all that kind of like has gone, it all happened so quickly and so fast that you now have like this brief moment. They kind of came in, disrupted everything, and left. What do you do?
I go back to the Yojimbo.
Oh yeah, you're not bound or anything. All your gear is
I
there.
will gather my weapons.
Yep.
I just pick up the one blaster that I surrendered and put it back into the
Sure.
I'll
boot.
put my gauntlets back on and just head straight for the Yojimbo.
Is the droid that was working with the bounty hunters still incapacitated at the front, or did they take that away?
It got completely smashed when Womp just crushed it and went through the front door. Womp is still kind of just in a pile of wreckage. We kind of like even just left him in the warehouse.
Can I go and see whether he's salvageable?
Sure.
Then I will do that.
At least his core or something like that.
Okay, go and do mechanics for me. He got pretty blown up by a grenade launcher, so I'm gonna make it 2 red, 2 purple for mechanics. And you were light side. There's 5 boosts, 2 ability that are in the light side pool.
We have the monitor again.
Oh,
Lucas does magic.
dope. Go into the agenda.
What's the negative? What am I rolling against, you said?
2 red,
2 red.
2 purple. There's currently 5 blue, 2 green that are in the. Oh, you can see it back there. Go into the Yojimbo.
K2 still there?
K2 is still there. Lyra's with you. She also is trying to go to the Yojimbo.
Right.
Presumably at this point, anyone can go to whichever ship they would want to. So if you want to go to the Chandril and Red.
Yeah,
I'm taking 1 boost.
we'll party split for a second so we can get both ships there.
Sure. So 2 of you guys are going to Chandril and
I
Red?
want to check on my stuff too.
Sure, which is on which ship?
It's on the ground.
Sure, that's perfect.
Probably Lyra with us since she's...
Lyra's going on board the Yojimbo.
Okay.
No result.
Fine. I
He
guess
just
she's yours.
seems like he is, at this point, scrapped.
She likes me better than you, it's fine.
And while I am under the cover of the building that I
Sure.
am now, can I check Fathom?
You certainly can. You check in, still relaying a signal. Seems to be
How close?
getting more and more faint as it's kind of you're tapping out near somewhat of like the immediate range. You'd have to like switch to like a stronger frequency. You did upgrade him. He's got more military upgrades than before, but it seems to he has just followed Bossk as he kind of like quickly scrubbed through the footage as he's gotten back to his ship, the Houndstooth, and he's like at a hangar. He's missing an arm, and he's just kind of stumbling aboard the Houndstooth.
That's the name of Bossk's ship, the Houndstooth?
Tooth, yeah.
That's cool.
It's like the fabric.
I think I have any way to...
While you're figuring out what you want to do, you guys clearly get to the Chandril Red, quickly go aboard the Yojimbo. Herg, are you going which way?
Where is everyone else going? We're party splitting?
Kilara and Lyra are going towards the Yojimbo. Aaron and I are going towards the Chandril Red.
Kayla?
He's just kind of disappeared. You guys are still in comms, but he went into the warehouse to look on Womp.
I will follow the captain.
Okay.
Lyra to the Yojimbo.
Caleb, have you figured out what you'd like to do? Do you need an additional...
There's basically no way to disappear from... I'm indoors.
You could, at this point, you could disappear.
I'm going to attempt, at least, to chase Bossk.
Sure. Ooh. Can you roll your stealth for me, please?
I can.
Kill him.
Let's divert that timeline, baby. Kill him.
And against?
I'm going to
know
make
what the
it
beef is
1
between
red,
these.
3
I know,
purple.
me too.
Right?
1 red, 3 purple.
Yep. There's currently, you can see it.
I'm going to use 2 abilities.
Sure.
And 1 boost.
You got it.
My theory is that Bossk seduced Caleb's ex-lover.
Actually, 1 more boost.
Sure.
Not because of what you said.
People sleep on that, yep.
Yes.
So romantic.
3 successes and 3 advantages.
3-3.
You take a moment to kind of memorize the pattern of like this gunship that's kind of like just patrolling around. And as you feel like you've gotten the right, where it's on the opposite end of the warehouse, kind of hovering, it's kind of just moving all over the place. You book it, and you're trying to go after where Fathom is giving you this information, correct?
Yes.
You make it to the next building, and the next, and the next. And it seems like nothing is happening. There's no reaction. Gunship hasn't fired up its engines. You haven't been shot at. You've successfully kind of moved at least 3 or 4 buildings away from where the Battle of the Warehouse took place.
Laura,
Yes, Caleb.
I'm going after Bossk.
Can we all hear this?
Yes.
Oh.
I told you that I wouldn't stop you.
I'm happy to continue on with you after I've killed him. If you can stall at all, I will join up with you.
We're good at stalling.
Thank you.
You know, as it takes us an hour, 2,
That
to
should
get
be
out of a
plenty
lounge
time.
somewhere.
We're also good at helping.
Well, if you think you can get away from these rebels, feel free to join me. Now, punch in or give the coordinates to where I'm headed.
Good luck with your revenge mission, Caleb? Or a vengeance? Or
It's less about revenge
money?
and more about keeping those I care about safe.
Just stay safe yourself, Caleb.
Yes, good luck.
Thank you. Out.
I just need to know, for the sake of expediting, is anyone choosing to move along or to go out and aid Caleb on this? Or is everyone staying aboard their ships?
I'm gonna turn to the captain.
Okay.
Herc is gonna turn to Galara and say, Captain, should we let him go again? We just got him back.
I know, but I understand needing to settle scores from your past.
If you order me to follow him right now, I will. And I will make sure he comes back to us. If you say so right now.
Go, Herc.
Is it an order?
That's an order.
Captain is best captain. Herc out. Caleb, wait, I'm coming to help.
Can I have
He's
you?
crawling. now.
He's going
and,
full
and
run.
he's hiding. And
I don't know. I've seen my cat's army crawl before. It's pretty funny.
Can I have you do a stealth check for me, please? 2 red, 2 purple. I'm gonna give you a natural setback because you're yelling at
I
Caleb's
can
name.
also perfectly envision what happens if he fails.
2 red, 2 purple, and a natural setback?
He falls again.
Your line side, there's 3 boosts there.
3 boosts, baby! I need all 3 of them. Here we go. Trying to stealthily catch up with Caleb. Okay, that gets canceled. This gets canceled.
Io, Aaron. Did this on the open comms to all of you.
Yeah.
So,
Actually,
Well,
above game.
thanks for trying.
Do I remember from the last time we were in contact with Gain, and from the looks of the Gungan, were they well dressed?
Were
How-
these individuals well
Yes.
dressed? These individuals were not.
Okay.
The people that you met aboard the Mon Calamari cruiser, Gain and his cohorts, definitely were.
Got it. Okay.
Definitely were.
Putting that in the background.
Crispy and Empire-y.
Okay.
Guys.
Okay.
One
But
failure.
rebels.
In game now.
Yes.
One failure, 2 disadvantages.
As soon as you just come out of the gunship, or out of the Yojimbo, return to your vessel.
Sorry, I had to pee. And then I start urinating.
You got it. It's smart. That's smart. You got it.
We're away from the gunship though. Like we're.
Yeah, they were gonna let you go towards the Chandril
Okay.
Red.
So we're walking.
Meanwhile, in an attempt to leave Herg behind, in a sense, to hopefully expedite his chances of being able to help Kalev, and also to cause a distraction, because this is my thought process, is that basically if we're flying away and he's there just peeing on the ground in front of these people, that's gonna cause a little pandemonium.
Go
It
and roll
might make
pilot
the
for me.
papers
Cool.
too again.
Yes, I'll make the HoloNet for sure. I'm just peeing.
What's the difficulty?
It's me too. You're just taking off.
Great. I'll take 2 setbacks for good measure,
Sure.
which are boosts for me. Yay.
Captain, get out of here. I'm peeing.
3 success, 4 advantage.
Okay, even with the advantages. All right, so you just
Yep.
take off. I'm gonna roll for them.
Jimbo.
I'm gonna roll for them. I'm gonna make it this. You just kind of say it as the comms. It starts to kind of follow the Yojimbo.
Yes!
I shake it off, zip
Mission
it up.
accomplished.
Now zip it up.
Okay. So you're running towards, presumably Caleb would give you new
Yes.
coordinates.
I think
Find a sink on the way. I'm gonna wash my hands.
You cannot.
I think we need to make a pit stop before we meet up with Commander Gain.
Where to?
This ship doesn't have any guns on it, but at the very least we can just drop it on Bossk.
Yes.
This Rachvado thing isn't the only reason he left. He left because of me too.
You left because of me.
Then let's make it up to him.
Okay.
So we're just gonna fly or I guess I'm just gonna fly the Chandril and Red towards the hangar.
Towards where
Bossk is.
Would you, okay. I think you would need to ask Caleb for coordinates.
Well, he sent.
No, I
he
sent
them.
You sent them?
He said,
Oh.
"Here's where I'm going." For her, it was
Great.
very dramatic.
I need, then I need
It was pretty.
all 3 parties involved. I need Caleb to roll his athletics, Herg to roll his athletics, and you guys can pick whoever you want to be the lead point on this. Just one of you would roll, and the other person can, just one of you basically roll your athletics.
to fly.
Whoever has
fly my
better
ship.
athletics.
You're trying to get to your ship.
Okay. Oh, so we're.
Oh,
Against anything or just rolling through?
You're all gonna roll it. Nobody pull any dice for this. Just do a straight up
Athletics check?
Straight up
athletics
check.
check.
All right.
Nice, Herg.
3 successes, 1 advantage.
4 successes, 1 advantage.
6 successes, 1 advantage.
You're 9 feet tall.
And a cat.
And your blood
Herg.
is now empty.
You get to the Houndstooth. Caleb is nowhere.
2 advantages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, write that down.
Sure. Thanks, man. You get to the coordinates. You see a ship in front of you, the Houndstooth, and it seems like it's kind of prepping for launch.
Ooh.
You get there first. Still going through a process, as if maybe the person on board is having difficulties, since they only have 1 arm to fully activate everything.
Caleb, I found his ship. I'm going to attempt to grab onto it and leave you a way to also grab on. Climbing gear. Bum 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 bum. This is Mission Impossible, baby.
You're just gonna.
I need you to do your athletics for me, please.
Wow.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Here we go.
Now, while I'm heading over there, can I also be checking with
Sure.
Fathom?
Fathom, sure.
Because
right.
now that I'm closer, the signal should be better.
Yeah.
Was he able to make it into the ship?
He's in the ship.
And how close is Bossk to?
Bossk is like
taking
kind
off?
of running around. You think that you probably have about 20 minutes is what you're assessing from kind of the speed in which he is.
Before he'll be ready to
take off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of these video game missions.
Apparently now,
Just
apparently is what
launched
we're
The
doing.
timer clock is up in the corner now.
Just launched my
And the
climbing
hurry
gear.
up music is playing.
For athletics, what am I rolling against?
2.
2 purples?
Yes, please.
Okay, and I don't have anything on the light side?
Nope.
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. So this turns that into this. And I'll take that. Okay, 3 successes. Just 3 successes.
This thing like latches strongly into like some sort of like crevasse or like vent or something where it's just like it's fully locked into this thing on place. You tug on it, it's fine.
Okay, then I'm just
Right
waiting.
as that happens, Caleb was next. Caleb, you see that Herg is like holding on. You literally get there right as Herg is like already like latched on this rope into the Houndstooth.
And the Houndstooth is sealed.
Yeah, it's just hasn't taken off yet.
Well, I see Herg?
You see Herg.
Ah. Herg, what are you doing?
I don't know. I have secured it with my climbing gear. In case it tries to escape, I will climb it and then try to break in on the outside.
Seems like that would make much more sense while it's on the ground.
True.
Fathom is inside. I estimate it will be 20 minutes or so before he's ready to take off.
Okay, well then I'll take 8 minutes to climb up my climbing gear, unlatch it, and then just wrap it back up and then embarrassingly fall back on the ground. And I'm like, okay, what's the plan? Okay.
Now, a mini frag grenade would probably blow open the door, yes?
Depending
Is that
upon
overkill? Underkill?
depending on
Is Bossk
it's
inside?
a starship.
inside.
I don't actually think the frag grenade would actually be able to penetrate the armor plating of his transport.
Armor plating.
Unless you maybe strung a few of them together or improvised it in some way. It in itself it's like throwing a frag grenade at a
What about a mining explosive?
that would definitely get through. That would definitely
I
get
should
through.
know
I
this.
remember when you found those.
Yes, I have one left.
Should we put it where my hook for the climbing gear latched on? I feel like it's a little, again, a crevasse.
You could climb. It's like that's more on like one of its like wings. I'll show you a picture of what this thing looks like.
Ooh, please, 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 please.
Well, I would use my technical expertise to
Yes.
pinpoint the specific location that would be the most likely to blow open
Yes. The
the
weakest point.
door, the bay door.
Go ahead and use the mechanics for me, please.
Bring down this ship before it can take off.
Can I do this? Can he do it? Yes.
Against what?
I'm gonna make it 4 difficulty.
4 purples. That's not too bad. Could be
Not
worse.
too bad. There's nothing to pull from.
Do you want to use the
What
dark
did I
side?
just do? What did I do? Cancel.
Do you want to use the dark
It's like a
side?
weird looking ship.
Not for this.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So it's like, sorry, looking over there too. So if you look up here, like this is the cockpit, so you like got it to like one of its wings where like this
Okay.
engine thing in it, but this whole thing is like cargo space for
Yeah.
into bodies and equipment and stuff.
Is my mechanics check to actually
You're trying to assess
just to
it,
set it to assess
to assess
it?
where
Okay.
would be the best place to pop this in.
2 advantages.
You aren't fully confident. You look at the back and you're like, well, an explosion on the back would probably damage like its ability to take off, but you're like unsure, and you assume that your thing's gonna be able to break through the cargo hold like door, but you're basically more confident. You're unsure actually if either one of those, which one of those would be more efficient.
Between the tail and the
And
door.
just going straight up on the door and trying to blow through.
I will go for the door.
Okay.
Caleb, you can send me to the cockpit or the door or whatever. I can use my athletic prowess to gain foothold onto the ship to then plant the device. Teach me how to activate the device, and I can do it.
Well, we should be able to walk right up to it and set it just where we need to.
Okay, sure.
And with a little luck, we'll blow the doors open. But I will need you to be ready.
I'm ready.
I need, if you both are going to move, I need both of you to roll stealth checks, or whoever is going to go plant this thing up.
Sure.
We're both gonna move. I'm backing
Both
him
of you guys
up.
are going to roll stealth.
I'm going around.
It's going to be 2 red, 2 purple.
What the fuck?
While this is happening,
It's okay.
you can let me know if you pull any dice.
That's fine.
Your
Sorry,
Jimbo is
Caleb.
continuing to fly through. You guys have reached the Chandril in red, and you're instantly just going to go get in this thing and go straight to the coordinates that he did. They
That's
gave
all right.
you.
This will work for us.
Caleb gave you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I won't answer for you.
Success.
And
I mean, I get inside the ship. Where are my things?
Wherever you were staying, you wouldn't know where they're at.
Yeah.
I'll be in the driving area.
Okay, so I need you to do a piloting space for me really quick.
Okay.
It's only gonna be 2. Just taking this thing off and moving. You're not going crazy maneuvers. What did Caleb and Herd roll?
I'm gonna take 2 of those
Got
boosts.
some
Sure.
dice.
Ah, nice. I got a success and a disadvantage for my stealth check.
And I got a failure and 3 advantages.
Can we share?
So between the two of them.
Can we share? Can we
We've
split
got
it?
2 advantages.
What's the average? Can we both shush each other if we're being loud? Like shh, shh, shh.
Between the
Quiet.
2 of it, the 2 of you,
Yes.
you're like moving over, and all of a sudden this like turret pops out from underneath the belly of the Houndstooth, and it's kind of like moving in this direction. You're like right in the middle where like you guys are basically sense something really quick, knows that something is there, or at least it seems to be looking, but it's not immediately opening fire at you. So you seem to like potentially be in a blind spot.
Yes.
But it's just focused on it.
I grab Caleb and immediately bring him down underneath the turret, just like Mr. Incredible in the first Incredibles movie when he was fighting the Omnidroid and he couldn't see him. And then he pulled the thing out and jumped up into its guts.
You're farther away from it, so you'd have to do. It's not like it was.
Caleb, down! Roll underneath.
I'll
Roll athletics.
You roll athletics. Caleb roll stealth. Actually, both of you roll stealth after you did it. First, do athletics again. So you're trying
First
to
athletics right now? Both
No,
of us?
just
him.
Sure. What am I rolling against?
Look, you're a big 9-foot tall cat creature, and this story is completely gone somewhere else. So we're gonna just do 2 purple.
Okay. Athletics.
I like comparing these to last week when I took a turn to climb a ladder.
What the
I'm gonna start front loading like Hector.
I remember that.
That is wow.
I climb the ladder, then do 8 cartwheels.
This is so weird. So 3 failures. Actually, I'm going to remove 1 failure because I have a triumph happening. So 2 failures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 advantages, and a triumph, and said triumph. But technically 2 failures,
You
6
roll.
advantages.
Caleb, before you can even react, her just kind of is like and throws you out, and you just kind of like land, and you're like right in front of the turret, and it's just like
The worst spot possible.
it's like starts to spool up. You're able to, with this triumph, quickly like it's in the process of like turning to move towards you. Oh no! The triumph is going to be you can quickly react. So basically, your failure is you didn't throw him underneath it. The advantage is you have a little bit of time before the turret like gets locked onto Caleb. Your triumph is Caleb gets to react to this right now.
Is there a spot that would be safe from this turret that I can jump towards?
You are at the underbelly of the ship. You could try and go back to where you were at before.
You can't go underneath the turret
Can't go under the turret.
so that it can't see you?
The turret is under, it's hard to know with the ship. I don't know. If I can climb up over it, I can, it's just
You guys
run.
want?
I'll
You
pull
went
up a
low.
picture. I'll pull up a
You guys
picture of the
went low.
Omnidroid. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up.
Look, if you wanted to try to make it under the turret, that's a run. It's possible, but
I don't think we should expect any mercy from her.
No, he's not going to give us any.
you can try it. You can try it.
Hijacked the show.
I don't even know what the safest choice is to make here.
There isn't. You've been thrown out in front of a turret.
I realize that.
Yeah. Do you want to pull up the ship again?
No, I knew what you were talking
Yeah. So this is what
Yeah,
I.
yeah.
That movie was on Glee.
It's a flat surface.
Yeah.
You threw him out under a. There's nowhere for. There's no like Millennium Falcon like legs or anything. It's just
Where's the turret coming out of? Under the wings or under the body of the ship?
body of the ship.
So then there's
So you're right.
space in
There's
it.
gotta be.
There's gotta be space. There has to be space.
I mean, because if it's coming out of the side and it's going like this, it can't shoot right next to itself, right?
Correct.
You guys are fucking making me look up what this thing looks like landed. And I
There
hate
has
all
to
of
be
you
a
so
blind spot.
much for this.
Remember that time when
guys.
like Abby and Caleb
Look,
both
this
died
might
on
be
this
the
weird
this might be the final episode.
Unless the
'Cause I'm
ship
gonna
itself,
murder all of you.
unless the ship itself is like here, and then it gets like raised because the turret is just on the ground.
No, it lands flatly on the ground, if I remember correctly in the episode's name. It's flatly on the ground.
Fuck.
This turret is in the back then. Somehow there was something that was blocking you from seeing it. So you've thrown in front of it.
Right.
So, because fuck you, this turret's here. So this turret's here. There's no way to go underneath it.
It took over a year for Bert to say "fuck you" to one
If
of us.
there's not a safe spot near the ship, if that is your point,
Yes.
then I will find the closest
There's like a
building.
crate.
Then crate's not going to block the.
There's a crate there.
I will run for the crate. There.
You got it. Do athletics for me, please.
Nice.
Against?
I'll make it 3.
It's longer than the 95 seconds Adam predicted on Twitter.
4 successes.
You make it to this turret, or you make it to this crate. As it's already starting to spool up. This is like a Durasteel thing, so it's like taking damage from this blaster, but like you're cramped now, like because Herg just threw you out there. So at this point, Herg, you're behind like a crate that's larger. That was like your blind spot, then you're fine. Caleb is in a crate. This turret has come down and it's just shooting at the cover that is where Caleb is hiding behind. We're gonna cut to Aaron Val.
2 successes, 5 advantage on
You
flying.
pick this ship up and you're flying it towards this destination. It doesn't take you long to get there to where you see that like this thing is clearly starting to spool up. The ship is starting to take off and it's firing. A turret is shooting at what you can see looks like 2 individuals. One of them is a Tagorian, one of them is a Mandalore.
Okay. So it's in like an open hangar.
Yeah, just think like Cloud City.
Okay,
I
cool.
get on
Like an
comms.
open.
What's the plan again?
You know that thing we do where we run into stuff?
And I shoot things?
Yep.
Yes.
That, but in a glorious, glorious larger scale.
Great. And what happens when we crash?
I never asked that question.
All right. This is not.
Corvica, when have we ever asked what happens when it crashes and it's worked well for us so far?
No, just wait. I need to. Okay, I was gonna go to my things.
Yeah, you know, you would have got. You would have
Okay.
said you were going to it, so you got your things if you wanted to.
I have already pulled out the thing that I need.
Sure.
Because
Aaron Val.
I'm going to potentially. And I head back to the cockpit because I
Can
need
you please
to.
roll for
I'm
me?
not gonna try to straight up. So I just want to like pin, distract, and also just sort of pin it so he can't go anywhere.
All right, roll a pilot for me then.
Like I don't want to straight up because then we're abandoned and then we definitely can't do the rest of the story. And like
I'll
I'm on
get
your
to you in a
and
second.
I'm on your side, Bert. You know, I want us to
do a pilot for me, please. 2 red, 2 purple. Kilara, can you just do a pilot for me, real quick? Mm-hmm. 4 purple.
Jeez.
I'm gonna take 2 boosts.
No, I'll make it 3. I'll make it 3.
All right.
2 boosts, you got it.
I will take 2 setbacks.
2 advantages.
6 successes.
Kilara, you're continuing to kind of like move. You're not moving at like a super fast speed. You're not trying to like break out. It's almost like you're like just flying around the city. This gunship is clearly like kind of like following you.
us.
And you're maintaining to do that. Shendril and Red, you wanted to pin it, and you do that. As you kind of like go to move on top of the Houndstooth.
We have a much bigger ship.
It's a much bigger ship, but because it's a bigger ship, you failed your attempt to not really You start to like move on it, and it's almost like you move. You don't have any like belly cams to like see how close you are. And this thing you start hearing like crunching as there's this this contact between the top of the Houndstooth and the bottom of the Chandrila Red.
Cool, that's fine.
At this point, Fathom is giving you footage of inside the cockpit, and Boss is running around with one arm frantically kind of moving. He all of a sudden sees this impact. You see it on your, like the camera, and Fathom just displays to you a operation code that you gave it. And the operation code, whatever the name was, says, "Should I execute?" ? And it is his self-destruct.
He's close enough to Bossk. Bossk is still at the controls.
Yes.
Is he manually firing the turret?
It's an automated turret.
It's automated. Execute.
Can you please roll for me? Do your computers.
Are we about to kill Bossk?
It's gonna be. I'm gonna make it. He has his. I'm gonna make it 2. I'm gonna make it 2. I'm gonna make it 2.
What am I?
Two
Computers?
computers. We ended our first hour into the game.
It's a 2 difficulty.
Tier 3 light side. So for the next hour, for every time you pull from the light side pool, you guys will be adding a proficiency dice to this.
Whoa.
Yes. That includes right now, if you want to, because we're gonna start it up and you have 1 boost. I'm gonna move us into our second hour. Our second hour is called The Fate of Starjurassica. What has happened to Starjurassica at the temple? I wanted to mix this up to make sure that it wasn't all just like, light side means these, because some people might be like, hey, he works for the Revenant, which means I would like something bad to happen to him because I think that's a light-sided thing. So, light side, tier 1 is he's just wounded. It may be critically, maybe not, but he'll be wounded. Light side, tier 2 is he saves the librarian. Remember the librarian is there. I guess I did this a little differently than I thought. Light side, tier 3 is I guess this works for light side, a noble sacrifice. Dark side, tier 1 is he saves Cassis, the guide that went out with you.
The guide.
Light side or dark side, tier 2.
Did he say? Oh, that's right, because they're
He
working on
saves
the
it.
same
Yeah,
side.
he was still there.
Yeah, he was totally part of that team.
Yeah,
Dark
they're working on
side,
the same side.
tier 2. He goes out in the way of Jango Fett and is decapitated.
Oh.
Dark side, tier 3. He's able to kill one of the Dark Acolytes.
Oh.
So with that, I'm going to reset the clock. Remember, for the next hour, you guys pull from the light side. You're adding a proficiency dice to this. That works. That is in application right now.
Yeah.
I'm starting up the second round.
Dude, do it.
Yes.
Take
I
the
will
1 boost
pull
and
the
then
boost.
take a
Sure.
proficiency.
So you add a yellow dice to that.
Okay, and you said 2 difficulty, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
You're gonna tell us to pull up or anything?
1 success, 3 advantages.
Yeah, your advantage is you can have a brief second if you want to relay what's about to happen to anybody.
And that's the advantage, and it will still happen.
I mean, the advantage, the success is you just see as Fathom is moving towards the cockpit. Your advantage is you've successfully typed it in. You have a few seconds before Fathom reaches the objective.
Meaning to warn, is it that
you have
big?
a few seconds to react. You don't
But
know.
I'm trying to
don't
know
know. You
what
don't
kind of
know.
self-destruct I set on it.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, you would have a pretty good understanding that this is an explosion that is going to effectively
You're good at
kill
explosions.
anyone. You're very good at explosions.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
What chain
I would have
reaction
done this differently had I
this
known.
now has
Yes.
on the ship is a very different story. This is great.
All right. Aaron, I'm about to blow up the ship from the inside.
So I
Get
should
clear.
not do what I just did.
Just get clear. And that's, everybody can hear that, so.
Sure, great.
Done.
Pilot for me, please.
You've got some dice in the light side.
Take the dice plus that proficiency.
Yeah, y'all just keep giving us boosts.
At this point, all must suffer. It's gonna be 1 red, 2 purple.
Okay. So I'll take.
Yeah, there's 3 boosts there.
I'll take 1 boost and
Sure.
my extra proficiency.
You got it.
Hey. Tell me what it is. Nope. Stop zooming.
While all this is going on,
Technical difficulties.
Oh, tight. 5 successes, 2 advantages, 1 Jedi moment.
you start to pull away. And as you're pulling away with like the Chandrillan red, you kind of like use...
Discover the turrets on the Chandrillan
Yes.
red finally.
No, but you kind of use a little bit of this momentum as you kind of instantly start to react. As you pull away, successfully fine. Your advantage is you're moving away from this explosion enough. And your triumph is going to be that, like in the moment where you're lifting, you're kind of like moving forward and taking off. It's not like a ship. You can just be like, the Jimbo is pretty
Speedy.
nimble, right? You have to like kind of like move
I'm flying a
forward
brick, yeah.
to like do it. So like you just gun the engines just a little bit extra as you're moving, as they're kind of like passing over the cockpit area of the Houndstooth. So there's like this kind of like wash of like energy as it's moving and like melting like the front of the Houndstooth like cockpit area. And you kind of see that briefly as Fathom is moving closer towards the Houndstooth cockpit, Bossk. In a brief moment, Bossk like turns around and just sees Fathom right there, and like starts to react, and like almost instinctually like goes with like an arm, and like looks down and realizes they have it, as there's just this explosion that happens in the cockpit, kind of with the addition of the Triumph, and kind of like this backwash plus this explosion. You just see the entire front area of the Houndstooth just like turn into like melting slag as it kind of like tips forward, and just flames and sparks are going everywhere as it starts to just, you see this smoke rise up from it.
Have I reached the cockpit? Did I see that?
You sure did.
Oh,
You
okay.
got there just
All
in
right.
time.
I let out a sigh.
And that's what happens when you don't crash into things.
I should try that more often.
Yeah.
That is for Linjuro. And I can stand now.
Done, Caleb. Nicely done.
Thank you, Hur.
You're still holding rope.
You can let go of the rope now.
No, you would. No, you've gone and
I did.
That was a good image, though.
Yes.
Whoa!
Hey!
All right, now that I know we're not crashing, my things can wait.
And it was clear that they made it out okay.
Yep, they are totally fine with all the successes. At this point, effectively, there's enough time where everything is relayed to Kilara. So at this point, everyone can get in their ships appropriately, however, or not if they don't want to go.
I
You
say
guys are
that-
already in the Chandrillan Red.
Yes.
I will first say, mission accomplished. Thank you, my friends. And then I will pull my helmet and I will throw it into the fire.
What does this helmet look like? I'm really curious.
It's large enough that it covers, you can't tell that I'm a Nautilus when I have this on. You can't even,
Do you,
it's kind of,
and tell me if this is
Not a
insensitive, do you hide or like tie up your tentacles in any way?
Like in a Nautilus
yeah,
bug?
well, Nautilus do that too, though. There's
they're-
different ways
Okay.
to wear it. So I could pull it back
this whole
and
thing
put this
covers the
helmet
whole
on,
thing.
and it
So you
covers
just-
it all.
I walk up to Caleb and I go, and now your family, your loved ones are safe.
Yes, they will be safe.
And then you can now come back with us and our team.
Yes. Whatever you need, friend. Whatever you need.
We're back! Ah!
I love when you roar to the sky.
Ah! Me too.
Oh, you didn't wash your hands, did you?
No,
Yeah, you guys, you're
What is
in
that
all-
smell?
it's cat piss. The worst smell in the world. I'm sorry.
Why?
I need to find a stream or a creek.
This
There's
was such a
absolutely none of
perfect...
those. There's like a fountain to your left, maybe.
A fountain?
There's probably, facilities on board the Chandrillan Red.
This was almost a perfect moment.
Sorry. I had a little bit of...
Fey
No, I don't
docking
need the
or,
details.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, this is relayed, so mission accomplished. So presumably,
Yes, that was to everybody.
We head back to the Chandrillan Red, the Yojimbo. I wash my hands.
who goes aboard which ship?
Do we just
I
want to
wash
dock?
my shoulder.
My
Is it-
ship is gone.
Chandrillan Red.
I thought you were just
flew
floating
Yojimbo?
around the city.
No, I was going to the rebel base.
That's right.
Oh,
Well, then we
that
will
was
join
that's
the
completely makes
Chandrillan
sense.
Red.
Yeah,
You
oh,
are
no.
all of you are aboard the Chandrillan Red then.
Yes, yes.
And it's just Kilara and Lyra.
Lyra,
So
yeah.
as this
Yeah,
is
no,
perfect.
I was trying to lead them
Yes.
away from the planet.
Totally my
Okay.
bad. So all those flights, it's just, that's you going through hyperspace. That's all of it. Or you're flying up to the atmosphere.
Right.
If you're just planning on going, you would have just boom.
Yeah, that was my plan.
So, as all of you are kind of over this wreckage, the Chandrillan Red kind of moves into position. Herg and Caleb are able to go on board. We're going to sidewipe to Kilara, who's on board the Yojimbo. Not gonna have you roll. You're just already in hyperspace. Also aboard the Yojimbo is K201, who's just kind of gone to like power down, right? So it's just you and Lyra, and you're aboard.
Hazo.
Oh, and Hazo. Yeah.
He's on.
Or is she on the
Hazo
red?
Oh,
is
yeah, he's
also
with
on the
us,
ship,
too.
Yeah.
so that's probably where K201
Yeah, it's with him.
with him. You've gone through hyperspace. Everything's kind of happened very quickly. It was a fight, Corrin, these rebels that showed up. It was almost like in the blink of an eye. The next thing you knew, that he was being whisked away from you, and now you find yourself aboard your old ship. But most of your crew is not there.
Right.
As you kind of just go through the motions to go through hyperspace, you hear that like K201 is like trying to talk to Hazo. It's very sarcastic. Hazo is not understanding any of it, so it just sounds like a really like conversation back and forth. You're getting the subtext, Hazo's not, and it's almost like K201 is like going over the top to make it obvious, and is like just like cuts it off and just starts having like a normal conversation with him. Lyra is not in the cockpit. It's just you there.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm just trying to get to the coordinates that the rebels gave us as quickly as possible.
Sure. You see like a brief kind of readout that says something about like something with the hyper drive, but it's almost like a check engine light that like comes on briefly, but then like just on its own like goes off. You think nothing of it for now, at least. You know that you're fine.
No.
Suddenly you hear a behind you.
I turn.
It's Lyra.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted.
She like doesn't look at you. She's just kind of looking at the ground. No, I understand. I want to give you your space, but I just want to say thank you.
Why?
And I'm sorry.
You shouldn't be thanking me. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have been in that situation at all.
Go ahead and roll. I know you're not actually trying to do this, but
No.
do your... do your leadership on this.
Okay. Oh wait, I forgot. I took another break in leadership. Do I still get my natural boost because
you
it's
do.
Lyra?
Yep.
What's the difficulty?
3.
Oh, that 12 boost.
No.
12 boosts.
I think I'll be all right. 4 success, 3 advantage.
Okay. By that logic, I'm to blame then, because I'm still here. So, I understand. I just want to say I'm thankful, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry again. Because in that moment, everything slowed down. I saw you just bounce off that Wookiee. It was coming at us. The only thought that was going through my head was, not me. When it wasn't, I was thankful. I looked over and I realized what that meant. And I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize. All I could think when it happened, all I could think was about revenge. Was about getting that Wookiee back for what he did. I guess Io brought me to my senses. And I would have done the same if it was you. I tried to be a warrior, which is something that I am not. And I thought that for a moment that I could be, and that I could protect you. But I couldn't save you.
This galaxy has enough warriors, but it doesn't have enough friends. If you need anything, let me know. But I think we just need our space.
Yeah.
She starts to walk away, and she's kind of like, you kind of hear like her boots on the middle. She stops. You can tell from her voice she doesn't turn around, but she's like, look, I love Corn, but that dumb idiot has survived enough. He's gonna make it through this too.
Thank you.
She kind of just keeps walking.
I just keep flying the ship.
Sure. We're gonna cut back to the Chandril in red. You guys are in hyperspace. You've left Mandalore behind. At this point, it's like automated enough, so you don't have to necessarily stay at the cockpit if you don't want to. The four of you are in there. Womp is gone. Everyone left him.
Where's
R.I.P. Womp.
Archie in all of this?
You haven't seen Archie since I guess before you guys all went on your kind of the temple.
Theoretically, wouldn't Archie be on the Chandril Red?
Yes.
Theoretically.
It's a big ship. It's a big ship.
And we're all together in the cockpit area.
At this point, you're traveling through hyperspace. Let's say you all start off there, but everyone can go in any kind of direction that they want to. If anyone wants to do, let me rephrase that. You all have an opportunity to say or do whatever you want right now. This is a good opportunity to do it. If you don't want to do anything, don't feel like you have to.
That is a good question, Io. Where is Archie?
Oh, that was said above game, but I'll say it in game too.
I'm gonna go look for him. I'll come back when I find him.
Your survival.
Survival?
Survival.
What's up with Archie? What am I rolling against?
I'll make it 3.
Okay, cool. I'll take 2 boosts and a proficiency, please.
Sure.
Because we get that.
So her
bonus.
kind of just goes off. He's like, oh, well, that's a good idea. So it's just the 3 of you that are still in this cockpit.
Aaron,
It's done?
I want to say thank you. The tides rise and fall for each of us. But this day, with your help, the currents have brought me peace. I can never repay you for that.
There's no need.
Why did you want him dead?
I had a bounty on Rachvado. No one else knew his true identity but Bossk, who greedily kept it to himself. He would have gone for my parents next to get to me.
Who is Rashvado?
Rachvado is me. An alter ego I created. My brother was a smuggler, and he thought it would get him rich quick, which it did for a short time. But his luck ran out, and he was forcibly boarded while smuggling by pirates. They took everything he had on his ship, which belonged to the Pike Syndicate. When they found out, they sent him to Kessel to work in the spice mines. I thought if I could make enough money, I could buy his freedom. So I created Rachvado and became a bounty hunter. Unfortunately, when I had earned enough, it was too late. That is why I created Rachvado.
I'm glad you get some closure.
Yes. There is no need for me to take on that personality again. I can leave that behind.
Welcome back to the world Caleb set.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I am
had
too.
brothers too.
What was that? I didn't hear that.
I had brothers too.
Are they still living?
No.
I am sorry for your loss. A brother is truly a special thing.
One of them was.
How many brothers?
3.
And the other 2 and you did not get along?
No, it's not. That's not the case. That's. My middle brother hated and admired my eldest. And the youngest of the 3 just did everything the middle brother did. My eldest brother loved me more than anything. And so by nature, the other 2 just would avoid us altogether.
That is unfortunate. Indeed. What happened to them?
Solivar tried to be a hero. My eldest brother. Heroes end up dead and leave the ones that love them most behind alone. The last thing I heard of my middle brother was him screaming, "Do you know who I am? I'm Bogaver Corvica II." Over and over and over again as they took us. The third brother is... he's lost.
Lost?
Metaphorically.
Still alive somewhere.
Technically, yes.
Are you searching for him?
There's so much I don't know about him. There's so much that's been kept from me.
Is he searching for you?
I don't think he ever did. Knowing what I know now, he still sees me as Solivar's favorite, nothing else.
Change is hard for some. If you ever need help, you know you can call on me. To seek your brother out.
Do I?
Or the opposite if you need.
Do I?
If you ever need help.
Can I read him? See if he's telling the truth.
Sure, go ahead and roll for me.
Jenkins. Is that perception?
No, I'm gonna have it be. This is a good one.
Is it a brawl check?
For the time.
Brawl.
Yes. It's
Emotional
They are just
brawl.
throwing down.
Beat him up and see if he still says that.
Do your vigilance on
Vigilance.
this. Yeah. For lack of something till I figure out the right one.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
Um.
No, I'm just trying to check to see if.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do what I do.
It's gonna be 2.
2 purple. And I'm gonna pull from the light.
Sure.
I'll pull 2 boosts.
You got it. You get the added proficiency too.
Well. 1 success.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Ouch.
Are you telling the truth?
I am telling the truth.
You get the feeling that what he's saying is genuine.
100% genuine.
When I joined the crew of the Yojimbo, I was running away from responsibility. My parents did not yet know of my brother's passing. I was trying to escape the responsibility of telling them, looking for a new life. My old life caught up with me. But I have since spoken with them. I have made amends for all my mistakes in life. And with the ending of Bossk, I think finally I can start anew. So you have my word.
I know a little bit about running away from responsibility. But I don't know what having a sibling really feels like. But I have you, and Herg, and Faye. And her in a different, non-sibling way. And I won't take that for granted.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It was a good moment. I had to fuck it up.
I won't take that for granted.
Good. You should not. Consider me a friend, should you need one.
Does your family still need help?
I do not think so now. I saw them recently,
Your brother's debts?
all paid. He died to pay them. Linjuro was his partner.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Yes, when he died, it felt like, in a way, Vernal died once more. They were so close. But you cannot argue with the currents. They go where they go.
All right. I go back to my effects.
Sure. So that
Yeah.
Io kind of leaves the. This all kind of took place in the cockpit, so Io leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real quick, Herg, what did you roll?
I rolled 2 successes with 2 advantages when trying to track down. I would think it was survival that you had me roll
Yep.
for trying to track down
You-
Archie.
And you start kind of going into this mode of tracking Archie. You've spent enough time that you're kind of this is that scent. And as you're tracking it, it's almost as if you are tracking the scent of a wounded creature.
No.
It's as if, as you kind of are moving through decks of the ship, you are kind of going, you're getting the feeling that as you finally get to this is the right deck, and moving, you're going to almost as if Archie had gone to some small corner, some place to hide.
To tend to its wounds or to die?
You find that you have found the right location, and it's like in a door to the next room.
Do I find Archie?
You've gotten to the door. You can feel the sense. It's up to you whether you open it and go.
Has there been any trail other than a scent? Is there any blood?
There's blood on the ground in front of the store.
Remind me, above game, what was the last activity that Archie...
Archie was just
He ate a
chomping
bunch
on
of
some stormtroopers.
stormtroopers.
But
yeah.
you all remember that Bossk,
Yeah,
the Wookiee
Radio
bounty
Russia.
hunter, and that Mandalorian had come aboard,
Yes.
General in Red, and captured Lyra, Corrin,
So they could have
beat the
interacted
crap
with
out
Archie.
of Hazo.
Okay. I'm going to signal Io. Io,
Yes?
it's Herg. I have found Archie and he may be hurt.
What? Have I reached myself already? Have I?
Yeah, you would have reached your stuff.
Okay, so I'm rifling through it as he's calling me.
We weren't here on the ship when Bossk boarded the ship. Perhaps he and Archie or some of his people had a confrontation. I am approaching the room. I'm sending the coordinates now.
Okay, wait, Herg, didn't you say that you are rather medically inclined?
Yes, I am a medical genius.
I think between the two of us, I think you would be more appropriate to handle the situation than I am.
Perhaps, but I'm just letting you know, Io.
All right.
Maybe you might have to prepare for the worst.
Let's not think about that right now, Herg.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll report back as soon as I find him. Herg out. So I walk inside the room.
Sure. As the door moves, you
Archie.
call out. You almost hear like a whimpering as this Nexu kind of comes out of the shadows. Archie has seen better days. Nexu, if you remember, they have like these kind of like split tails.
Yeah.
One of them is completely gone. Nexu also have they have like
Lots of
multiple
eyes.
eyes. One half is just completely gone. So like these, just the eyes are gone. As if he had
Closed or
taken-
like
gone,
removed
like,
from his head.
He has no. Half of his eyes are gone. And he looks kind of like patches of fur have been like singed from like blaster fire. Looks like he's got some cuts.
I'm
As
going
he
to
kind
take
of
out.
limps over towards you.
I'm going to take out my field rations.
Sure.
And give some to Archie. Put him
Sure.
on the ground so that he can come near. And I'm going to try to assess his sort of like his pain, his threshold level, his maneuverability, because I'm going to scoop him up and I'm going to take him to the med bay.
Sure, he is like limping, like it's barely step, and like each kind of movement feels like it's paining him, and he like just collapses when he gets the food. Just this tongue just kind of comes out and is just trying to like loop it into his mouth.
It seems as though, however Archie felt about being held before, it doesn't matter. I'm picking him up.
Sure.
Maybe you should work on him before the hour's up.
Yeah.
I operate.
Okay.
This is one of those herd moments where you say, I pick him up and take him directly to the med bay and strap him into the bed and prepare for surgery.
We'll say that you get to the medical bay.
Okay.
Great.
You swoop him up, and again, this isn't like a really good medical bay, and consider the fact that a lot of resources and stuff was used.
I have
on
a med
previous-
pack. I've got a stim pack.
Not bad.
What can I do? What can I do to help him right now?
Go ahead and do your medicine.
Okay. Okay, when I roll for medicine, it is one of these and one of these. What am I rolling
It's
against?
gonna be 4 difficulty.
4 purples. That's okay because I have a cool thing where this is one of my talents and special abilities. When I roll for medicine, I have a natural boost to all dice rolls, so that's an extra
because
boost.
You are the team medic somehow.
I don't know how that happened.
Just got, focused on it.
Yeah, go ahead, put them in there. I will
We're gonna go
also
one round.
Take some boosts so you can get a proficiency.
take. How many do we have in there? 8. I'm gonna take 2 boosts and gain a proficiency as well.
Sure.
Okay. It's all to help Archie. Here we go.
Cancel.
Yes, they do. That stays. That's that. That's that. This goes away. One of these go away.
Okay.
This goes away.
Oh, okay.
So I got 1 success, 1 advantage.
Ooh, Dr. Herb.
You do your best. Most of your experience, you've done a lot of, hunting trips on Tagoria, the different animals that you take with you on hunts. So treating a creature, I'm not sure if you've ever treated a Nexu like this, but you try and associate it. It's kind of like a cat. So you kind of, not that equating a Tagorian as a cat or anything, but you feel like there's this connection and you're able to kind of patch him up, put some salve on wounds. At this point, the tail is gone, or one of the tails is gone. But you do your best to there's a lot of pus and there's a lot of
Clean him.
You do your best to clean him, and you effectively, so your successes, you seem to be, you put a cast on his leg, so he's able to kind of walk around. He's not like Archie, I'm gonna run, he's a stormtrooper, but he can move. And you fashion as best you can like a black patch.
Yes.
To kind of cover up the head wound that's that was his eyes. So it's more like gauze.
Yes.
It's kind of
By now, I let Io know so that she can meet us in the medical bay and she can come and look at Archie.
You would have, if you wanted to go there, you would have gotten there while this whole thing was kind of happening.
After I reach my things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your things are secured.
I'm looking for something.
Yeah, whatever. You have enough time to clearly get whatever things you want.
Okay. And Herg
just told you, hey, Archie's good, and you can come here if you want, if that's where you're going.
Herg, I trust you.
Thank you.
He's in your care.
He's gonna be okay. He's seen better days. But
We
this
all
Nexu has 9 lives and he's just notched out about 3 of them.
Let's not think about things in mathematical terms.
His spirit is at about 42%. Yes.
I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
And I just head back.
To your things.
Yes.
You're out of your things now.
Yes.
Great. And then you just want to stay there.
No, I rifle through them.
Sure.
I move aside a few things. I'm digging really deep into the chest. And I pull out Sullivar's brooch.
Sure.
The one I was wearing when I was taken. Pocket it. Don't know when I'll need these again. Close my trunk, my effects, and I head back to the other 2.
You head back to...
Caleb and Aaron.
Yeah, okay, so while this is all going on, Caleb and Aaron are in the cockpit. You have a moment if you'd like to, otherwise you can go do whatever you want.
Caleb, what I said to you. Something that's been going on with me, and I don't completely, fully understand it, but what I said was a reaction to that. It was said out of fear. I didn't mean it. And I don't believe it.
So then, I can consider you a friend as well.
I hope so.
And to you as well, if there is anything I can ever do for you. Call on me.
Thanks, Caleb.
What do we know of this? Did I meet Captain Gaines?
No, you weren't here?
I don't think so, right?
Wait, hold on.
Gaines?
Yes.
Is it Gain or Gaines?
You were because
The dinner party?
It was the dinner party.
Oh, the dinner
Yeah.
party. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you definitely
so
met
one
him.
of these is
Yeah, because it
kind
was
of a
before
douche.
we went to the zombie ship.
And it was before you guys even went to Tula, I thought, right?
No, I thought it was after Tula, before
After,
zombie ship.
Yeah, after Tula, definitely before zombie ship.
Yeah.
It was
that
when
case, that's right.
Emrys was in the med bay.
Yeah.
That's
On
right.
the rebel ship.
Yep.
Yep.
I remember.
I have been gone for a while. What do you think these rebels want with us?
I don't think anything good. Mostly just to get in the way. It seems like there's a lot of unrest with the Alliance.
What is our end game? What are we trying to achieve?
Keep these artifacts away from all of them?
In our care? Or destroyed somewhere? Hidden?
destroyed somewhere, I think. Faye says throw him into a sun. I tend to agree.
I have felt their power. That would most likely be best.
In any case, let's just watch each other's backs and see what happens. I hope Faye's all right.
I do too.
As you say that, we're going to cut. This is the perfect segue, thank you.
You're very welcome.
To the Ojimbo. As you're in there, kind of lost in your own thoughts, when you hear kind of the sound of like metal clanking of feet, like approaching the cockpit.
K2. Hello, K2.
Hello, Captain. Everything went well, but it seems like that was not the case.
Well, could have been worse.
You hear a few more footsteps as they move forward.
Is it Hazo?
No, it's
Laurel?
well, you could turn around and look.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and look.
It's K201.
Oh, he just moved closer.
He just moved closer. He's
Got it.
holding his hands. It's kind of like you see it almost
Right.
as if it's like it's very slight movement, but it almost. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. Do your leadership on this.
Okay.
I am gonna say, in this particular situation, you're not gonna get your crew bonus.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
It's gonna be 3.
Purple?
Yep.
Okay. I'll take 3 setbacks.
Sure.
It's pretty okay. Yeah, 6 success to advantage.
It's strange for Droid. You're still getting used to this kind of version of
Sure.
cool, and you've kind of more and more learned that it's not really cool. It's
Another droid.
It's
with
another.
false
It's just
memories.
it's correct. You're kind of getting more and more that like there's elements of cool in there, but this is a different personality, right? And though you may or may not have had experience too much with these droids, remember maybe seeing them around the academy or what have you, this actually he acts differently, right? You wouldn't necessarily know that it's because of like reprogramming or what have you, but you get the feeling that like his hands are moving in a way that is kind of, it's funny for a droid, like nervousness. It's almost like his hands are kind of like doing this kind of slight, like fingers moving on top of fingers, as almost like an uncomfortable tick.
Why are you moving your hands like that?
As soon as you say it, the hands stop. Oh, it must be issues with programming.
No.
And he takes his hands and he kind of like puts them behind his back.
People move that way when they're feeling unsettled about something. You may not actually be cool, so to speak, but he had some human characteristics, or humanoid characteristics, shall we say.
When you say that, he steps forward a couple more steps. So he's kind of moved in beyond the threshold of the cockpit, but like there's still like a distance between the two.
Yes.
Go on.
Well, forgive me if I'm being judgmental in any way, but Cool had a profound ability to care about other people. That's why he didn't make it. He sacrificed himself to save us.
Go ahead and do your charm.
Okay.
You've said 2 things here that's going to make it difficult.
All
You
right.
basically mentioned Cool dying,
Oh no.
and you just basically called him uncaring.
Not my intention in the slightest.
Kind of, no, sure, great. So I'm just explaining why
No, it's
this
fine.
is what it is. It's going to be 2 red, 3 purple.
I'm gonna take from the light side.
Oh, sure. Oh, okay.
I will take 3 boosts to get that extra proficiency.
Okay, you're just going to take 1 strain.
Okay. I just closed my Dang it. Great. Oh, and it's still there. Sorry, I forgot I'm supposed to roll into this game. That's gonna be failure with 5 advantages.
So, you don't know what. There's the inflection changes in his voice. You don't know what made him more upset. Calling that he's uncaring, as he's been putting together and patching together all these people, or the fact that you mentioned Cool's demise, right?
Sure.
So you instinctually understand the slight inflection change in his voice, but he's not overly aggressive. Yes, I think it's time that you told me exactly how K001 met his demise.
We were attempting to make it through the Imperial blockade at Mandalore. We had an encounter on board our ship, thought we were in the clear, and were immediately met by Imperial fighters. Cool, or K001, as you refer to him, was flying an old, refurbished Republic ship, I think. And he diverted the attack and died in the process.
Heard.
I come in and I move down my little mask and I'm like, he's gonna be okay. I've done everything I can. Now it's up to him and his fighting spirit, which is at now 54%.
How do you gauge his fighting spirit?
Simple mathematics, Caleb.
I am very good
I
at
have a
math.
thing I
You
would
should
do,
show
but
me
I also
sometime.
want to.
No, this is
Okay.
this is let me phrase it like this and put it into some perspective. Do not abuse this, please. But imagine, if you would, you are playing some sort of video game.
Okay.
And this is now the last opportunity to maybe perhaps say some things or do some things before you click continue and it goes, are you sure you would like to continue?
Before we die, is there anything else?
I would like everyone to please, I don't want there to be any sort of things left on the table.
I think we're just gonna Leroy Jenkins it. I think we're just gonna go.
All right, here we go. Let's do
But-
this. Blaze it.
Didn't we search this ship before for supplies and wasn't everything
yeah, they
ransacked?
gave
and-
all the supplies away to the Mandalorians.
That's what I
Yes,
mean.
we did.
I was surprised no one. Never mind. I'll save that for the Reddit. So please take the time that you would like to, but also be aware that you're eating into your hour in proficiency matters.
Oh, yes.
Does anyone need me to look at any of their equipment, their weapons? Looks like we have a battle ahead of us.
I think all my stuff's pretty.
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
should be fine.
Okay.
My data pad's being buggy. Can you check that?
I'd like to heal myself
Okay.
all the way 100%.
Well,
What percentage is your spirit at?
you would have used whatever supply. I'll say the supplies that you used on Archie would have just been stuff that's in there. But you guys gave like your shit away. So what do you have on your?
All I had was field rations, med pack, stim pack, and that's it.
I will let you use the med pack, and that will fully heal you up.
Cool.
You also got plenty of time. The stim back would be for stamina, but you guys would automatically be resting during this period. So everyone's stamina is going to go back up to full. Everyone's health
stamina. Okay, great.
stays the same
Okay, my health was
unless
already
you
fine,
use
so I'm good.
something to improve it.
I am good. I'm good.
So you can hold on to the stim pack for a time when you need to go.
Caleb, I lost my blasters at some point, and these replacements are what I would call basic bitch guns. I don't know, any sprucing you can think of?
For a basic bitch gun. Let me see.
One of them I think is slagged because you got reflected a laser bolt back into it.
Oh, also that.
Or got sliced in half. So he hands you one that's just like parts. The other one is like a heavy blaster pistol.
Any usable parts to
No.
help the other one?
Well,
I
maybe you
throw that
might
one
be
over my
able
shoulder
to
then.
salvage something from it if you're trying to upgrade this other one. Sure.
Oh, well then I
Yeah,
will.
you
I
don't
will pull
toss
an
it,
old
yeah.
Luke and
Yeah.
do that then.
Yeah.
Is there any Bacta on this ship?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Just a hot tub.
Just the
I will,
hot tub
Oh.
was found. If you guys want to
Will
really
that
make
help
the most of it.
accelerate any wounds?
No,
I'm going to.
but you fully healed up your wounds.
No, I thought you said my strain was fully
Your strain
healed
is just you're naturally gonna get strained because you're resting on the ship. You, if you would like to use that med pack,
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna
would.
give you.
Okay,
the
cool. Cool, thank you.
And
thank
I'm
you.
going to see what I can do before the hour's over on his gun.
Sure, go ahead and roll your mechanics for me, please.
Again.
I'm gonna make it 2 red, 2 purple. You'll get a natural boost because you're gonna look at parts from his blaster, I guess.
And I will use 2 boosts
Sure.
and take the proficiency.
Yep.
Nice. Good, nice.
Okay.
I guess I also owe you an apology. I won't be able to return your drone to you. 4 successes, 2 advantages. But here, this will serve you well.
As you fix it, it's almost, I don't know when, no, I'm not gonna go there, that's too dumb. Your blaster,
It now shoots fire and ice and grenades.
and dragons. It now shoots force. You get it. I'm gonna allow it so that you. It'll do an extra damage. It'll do an extra damage, and your advantage will be that even though it's like a
2
heavy
advantage.
blaster, 2 advantage. Well, great. I was gonna go with not something cool, but now it's gonna be cool because it's 2. You see that he kind of like, so it was 2 things. He like kind of shaved off a little bit of the barrel to like make it to like, I don't know, whatever. The equivalent of like, it had a little bit more oomph, but he also like changed it a little bit and like kind of like trimmed down some of its size.
A little lighter.
So it's a little bit lighter and a little bit more skullduggery concealable.
Cool.
So if you're gonna do any sort of skullduggery concealing with this weapon, you'll get a boost dice to it. Sure,
Great.
I'll give that to you. Great.
Great.
Also, I've shaved down the trigger just enough that you can now do this. Spin it easily. I know you are very into flair.
It almost comes natural.
It's kind of like a glove. Like a glove over the gloves that I'm already wearing. Thank you, Caleb. This will do nicely. And it's
You
okay
are-
about the drone. Fathom went out pretty well.
Such a cool name. Such a fucking cool name.
Great. Is there anything else that anyone would like to do?
Yes. Caleb,
Yes, I
take
will.
out the brooch.
Sure.
I know you said your family debts are paid. They're taken care of. But I know firsthand how fickle money can be, or at least the nature of it. I hand him the brooch. It's all of ours.
What am I to do with this?
In case you need it, or somebody you know needs it.
Isn't
It's worth
Solovar your
something.
older brother?
Oh, my eldest, yeah.
Okay. And I assume this is valuable, I can tell.
Yeah, someone on my home planet implied that the family relics of the Corvica family weren't really worth the price. But I happen to know that the head of the Yamla Corporation is not as smart as he thinks he is. If you need it, there it is.
Does this not hold significant sentimental value to you?
It does. But it's not him.
No. It is not. Thank you. I will hold on to this. And if I need it, it will be there. And if you need it, it will be with me.
All right.
Been one of my 72 pockets. Special one, though, a good pocket.
A very 90s Star Wars character, which
Yeah.
is lots of pockets.
Just pockets, pockets, pockets.
So many pouches and spikes.
You have no idea how long it took me to learn what was in each pocket.
There's a system. You gotta. Okay.
I'm gonna take you aside. What I said to Caleb, I meant.
I'm glad.
No, not about the nature of heroes. I learned from a very, very early age that despite what their intentions might be, all heroes do is leave the people who love them most behind screaming their names. Over and over and over again.
I know.
I have no need of heroes in my life.
I've spent the last amount of time paying families of people that died because I wanted to flail around and pretend to be a pirate captain. I learned that lesson already.
Have you? You're about to kamikaze the ship on top of a bounty hunters to save the day, Aaron.
Maybe. But a friend of mine once told me that at some point I was going to have to make a decision about what I want for myself and what I want for this crew. And what I want for both is to just be there for all of you when you need it.
What does that mean?
It means if I have to drop a ship on Paffa, I'll do that too.
I don't care about Paffa.
I'm not gonna run into any firefights.
And I wish I could believe that. But I know you too well to take it at your word.
You'll just have to be behind me with that cool whip thing.
I spoke to Lyra before we went to the temple. I know we don't talk very much, so I knew what she had to say was important. And in full transparency, she told me that you have this vision of going out in a blaze of glory like a hero.
That vision's changed a little.
What does it look like now?
I don't know. And that's kind of nice.
Are there blazes? Is there glory?
It's a little less blazy. Like Kirk said, it's like 40% less blazy.
You know, I really don't like math.
Me neither. There's a reason why I'm a Baron Majestic and not something important. You don't have to worry about me, though, okay?
I mean it. Heroes end up drowned at the bottom of fountains anyway.
I know.
I can't go through that again.
I know. It's fine. I uncomfortably prematurely end this one.
Great, because we just
You get a
ended
very unconsoling.
round 2.
One of
Tier
Okay,
2
two light
light
side.
side. So what happened to Starjurassica is apparently in the ensuing fight proceeded to save the librarian. So we'll see how that comes into play later on. Well, I'm not going to say anything about this next unlock.
Oh shoot.
Uh-oh. Because everyone's just going to have to figure out what this is. Because we're not fucking there yet.
How many
so with that,
lightsabers does General Grievous have?
I'm going to reset this clock.
Tier 1? 1. Tier 2?
2.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken,
What happens if we did the story Bert wanted us to
y'all can see what it's called.
Sorry.
If not,
Table. Is that you?
Oh, that's your foot. I was like, what is my foot on?
What is that?
no, I don't know if it says it. So I'll say what the
Category is?
category is. It's just called critical failure. And you'll have to understand what that is, because I can't explain it. But I will say this. If it lands on nothing, bad things will happen.
Oh no.
And there's not a lot of movement, bad things will happen. So we'll just have to kind of see what happens here.
It's like
Okay.
a Commander Krav situation.
Let's go fight
I'm
Sephiroth.
sorry, but this is where we're at.
Yep.
But it's okay. It's fine. We're all having fun here. It's good. But I'm going to reset this clock, and we're going to start it. And this last hour, real quick, 2 things to remind you. 1, could end at any point. You literally end right at the beginning, and I'll be like,
Right.
screw this. Next week, we're going to find out what happens. Or could go on for 12 more hours. Sorry, Lucas, we're playing this through. Or another.
That's the most unenthusiastic.
Also, a reminder, subs count as $3 worth of points. So if you're a new subscriber, also Twitch Prime, all these things are great.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're heading into it. We left with Aaron Val kind of drinking away. You kind of ended the conversation. Is that how? I just want to make sure I'm remembering and interpreting correctly.
Like you just
You put on
Get
the
up and
space
walk away.
headphones.
Yeah. It's like, the proximity thing's beeping.
Proximity thing's beeping.
Great.
Moving a lot counts also from tier to tier, right? Can you also keep track of that?
Sure,
It's
I'll,
like,
I'll keep
yeah,
track of
it's
that.
not, you don't want necessarily
I don't
this,
necessarily need
but
this.
even like,
You could be like just. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm not a picky god that needs to be pleased right now. But there needs to be some level of.
you're a reasonable god.
Maybe that's a word for another
He's
time.
a little Old Testament today.
Yeah, I'm Old Testament God. I want the sweet, savory smells of sacrifices to reach my nostrils.
You're the god that sends the flood.
Like I said, this one's
The aliens from
title
Halo are
is
showing
called
up.
Critical Failure. With that, we'll just see.
Ugh.
So
I would like Herb to do one last thing too.
you got it.
Check in with his
Started it though.
wife.
Oh.
Sure.
It's been a minute, so
been a
Herb
minute.
is going to either send a message or try to check the holonet to see if a message has been sent to him from Emrys, his pregnant wife, back home on Tagoria.
You accidentally call her.
Oh, well, that's on purpose. It's not an accident.
Sure, great.
It's a butt dial.
You space-timed her.
Emrys, it's good to hear your voice and see your face.
Likewise, are you well?
I am as well as can be. What has happened to your glorious chest?
Oh.
A glorious battle.
You are still victorious.
Yes, I was. This was a lightsaber. They tried to cut to
No.
my heart. Yes.
Shut up.
My heart.
I'm telling all of my prime mates. Like the pride mates. Not the monkeys, but like, I was trying to think of like.
I heard like Prime mates, like your buddies who Amazon Prime.
Like, you know, she's like, I don't know what a female group of pride-esque mates. Whatever. She's telling all of her lady friends.
That'd be a pride.
Pride.
I think it's just a pride.
Tell the pride. Go ahead. They won't believe you. They tried to cut to my heart, but my heart was too full of love for you
And
unborn children. Plural?
I assume and I hope.
Oh, me too. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
As healthy as can be, there's still some complications. And I'm having everyone help me in this difficult time. It's not helping that I'm having
Tell me.
horrible visions, dreams, nightmares. And they all revolve around you, Herg.
Emrys, what are you eating right before you go to sleep?
Raw meat.
That is why, Emrys. You know this?
But it's always what we do.
I know. So good.
I don't... Herg, I'm asking you a question, and I know this is silly, and I do not believe in fate or destiny.
There's no such thing.
Any sort of magical power in the universe
That's foolish.
controls our fate, that is maybe controlled by some sort of dark or light force.
Actually, funny story. I saw it.
What?
I would not have believed it myself, but I actually witnessed our friend Aaron Val lift a door with his mind.
She kind of motions like the
Yes, he did it. I saw it. It is
he
confirmed.
lifted a door with his mind. You jest.
No, I do not jest. I don't know the meaning of the word.
I don't know it either. I heard someone saying it, and I was like, that sounds like the right time.
And although Aaron was able to perform this feat, I still believe that he must have been able to access some kind of energy, something that we cannot understand. But I do not believe there is such a thing as fate, Empress.
But this energy, could it be a dark energy?
Go on.
These visions, these dreams are so real. I see it's unclear and yet so clear at the same time. It's different stories of either you and the children, or me and the children, or you and I without the children. I don't know what this means because it seems like there is something at work here that is, I don't want to use destined, but meant to be. Some cool twist of fate that I don't believe in, of course. But I just ask, if you had to choose between myself or the Cubs, let's say the same answer at the same time.
All right.
Oh no, oh no.
2, 3. The Cubs.
4, 6,
6.
7, and then we go on the usual Togorian 8.
8. Yes.
No, no choice.
Oh, of course.
Emrys,
It's just
what you fear may be a normal thing for a parent to fear. We live in a dangerous world, and even though our cultures permit us to spend time apart from one another, I am not on Togoria. I am out here, and I am in danger, as you can see. That is what you fear, that is what I fear. And I have already made my choice. After I help my friends with what we need to finish here, I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to Togoria.
to us.
Yes,
All of us.
to you. And
Just to me.
No, to all
No,
of
that
you,
was
to
okay.
my
I just
family.
didn't know if it was delayed.
Children,
Yes.
have we settled on a name yet? I have some ideas. Do you want to hear
Yes,
some?
I would love to hear them. As much as many. Imagine that there could possibly have been. I mean, could it be like 14 or 12?
I was thinking maybe I-O, but with 3 Y's. I was thinking Yo. Yes. Kelara with 3 R's. Mrav. I just like that name. I think it's a good, strong Togorian name.
Marv?
Mrav, yes.
Oh.
Not Marv.
Marv.
Yes.
With 12 Fs.
Yes.
Get F.
I don't like Aaron, it's stupid, but Val is okay. I like the name
If
Val.
I have a choice, I'm gonna say no on the foul.
That's okay. We'll go with that. Korvaca I also think is good.
Yes, it's a good strong name.
Stev. Ton.
Stefton.
Brune. Preet. Groot.
Groot.
Khan. I have
Yes.
many.
Yes. I expect you to send me this whole list. Send it to me in our secret Tagorian internet channel called Reddit. We all get a kick out of this.
I will send them all to you.
Yes. Good.
And remember, Imres, you are
Count
my...
of 8.
Yes.
At the same time.
2, 3,
4. I can't do anymore. I love you.
I love you too. I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say it too. I love you more than all the stars in the galaxy.
Yes. Erg. I look forward to when you come back. And also when they're all out of me so that we can make more of them together.
Can't wait to get back in there.
I must say, I can't do this anymore. I'm getting too excited. And I must rest for the children.
Yes, of course. Rest well.
Know that wherever you are and whatever you do, I'm proud of you.
I know. Hergout.
Goodbye, Emrys. It was good to see
Kalavs!
Caleb's here. He's been here the whole time.
Yes.
Is
Yes.
that cool? Caleb, say bye.
I wish I had known. And she covers herself up.
I can't wait to get up in there.
you. No, your love for each other is beautiful.
This is awkward. Goodbye. Click.
You smell so strong of musk whenever you speak with her.
Yes, it's pheromones.
I think Val's a good name.
Did we all hear all of that? Did we?
I don't know where you made
I
that call.
think we were.
That was just in
Like-
my room, but
Was it?
Caleb was there.
Walking by.
I was like,
Okay.
Come.
Remember that time we walked in on Herg and Emrys just
Going to town on a raptor?
yeah
Yeah?
and just on each other on top of the raptor?
Yeah.
Is it weird that sometimes I'm like, yeah,
Is that what you're into?
I didn't realize it until I saw it.
The raptor or the voyeurism?
I forget I brought it up. It's fine. It's stupid.
No,
The thing's beeping.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll for me real quick. Do your cool.
figure out what your kink is.
Roll for kink. Do I have any other cool? I don't think I do.
It's 4 difficulty.
Oh.
Just gonna roll it. No result.
Oh.
Look how uncool I am.
You blurt out something that maybe there might be like an old stormtrooper armor set somewhere. But it's just
Okay, look, I mean, at some point we're gonna have to maybe share a little bit of history or likes and dislikes and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's some stuff. Okay, there's some stuff. There's
Yes.
3 years I don't even really remember, and there's some things and people, and every now and then we'll see a complete stranger, and they'll look at me and be like, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I was in that, and not necessarily that I want to remember, just a lot of different species of different shapes and sizes. At some point we'll put it all together, but I don't think it's appropriate now since we're going to the rebel ship.
Okay, great. Okay, if we're speaking of history, that's a lot you don't know about me either.
Okay, great. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be able to recall them either.
Great.
Not
no,
for any
that's
reason,
perfect.
just it was just personal choice.
This is a terrible idea, isn't it?
What?
Just.
What?
I mean, I like it, but it's probably a bad idea.
Aaron.
on that. No, I'm just.
Why are you bringing this up?
Oh, mainly just for banter.
For
But
banter.
yeah,
Great.
yeah,
You know, I've never killed for anyone before, right?
I know.
I don't take that lightly.
Yep, me neither.
So, please, If you're not gonna share.
Oh, I just shared a lot.
Yeah, well, you said a lot, but you didn't really share much.
I was just saying, maybe on.
And as he
Dead
starts to
Dinosaur
ramble,
sometime.
it fades to black, having left Aaron in this uncomfortable situation. We cut back to the Yojimbo. You're in the ship.
Yes.
This is your moment in the sense of it's limited in the choices of who's on the ship or whatever. Is there anything you want to do before you're about to quickly come out of hyperspace? Ish coming up.
Just send a message
Sure.
to Dr. Avila.
Sure.
Yunuzi.
You got it.
Not the dead one.
Not the dead one, no.
Who's not dead?
And I write to her and say, we seem to have found ourselves back in the company of one Commander Gain. We found the artifact, but it was lost to the Revenant or the Dark Acolytes. Not entirely sure. Randall also knows.
Okay. Would you like to try and encrypt it?
Yes.
Go ahead and do your computers.
All right. What is the difficulty?
2 red,
Oh, jeez.
4 purple.
Phew. Okay. Wow, very difficult.
Yes.
Okay, well, fortunately I got a lot of dice,
Yeah,
so
this
we're
is
gonna take
also
a
true.
challenge. I'm gonna take a difficulty. And I will take 3 setbacks.
Sure.
See how this goes. That's 3 success with 2 threats.
Okay, you send it off, encrypted, and for the response that you're kind of confident in your abilities, but like as you're going through it and you're sending it back, you feel like this particular message is secured. But kind of like in the process of sending it, feel like where you're sending it to is definitely being watched.
Okay.
So if someone is watching it, you've encrypted it pretty well, but someone is actively trying to decrypt messages that are being sent.
Understood.
Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Your alarm is saying you're about to come out by hyperspace.
Okay, I get ready to land the Yojimbo at the Rebel base.
Sure. As you come out of hyperspace, you see the very familiar Mon Calamari cruiser. Its damaged hull has kind of been as fixed as best possible.
Okay.
You do notice that this surrounding the Mon Calamari cruiser is like a small support fleet.
Okay.
Like this is actually like a decent amount of support vessels, almost as if it's like a higher military presence than normal. There's a lot of activity. Ships are coming in and out.
Okay,
As soon as you come in, they immediately flag you and they
Great.
fly you straight into the ship.
I go with them.
You get out, or you park, you land.
Yes.
Is there anything you do? It's at this point Lyra
Yes.
and K201 are there.
Yes, I go to Lyra. If things are looking okay for Corin, and the opportunity arises, and both of you can escape, do it.
Go ahead and do your leadership.
What's the difficulty?
It's gonna be 1 red, 2 purple. This is a
I
tough
get
where
my
you're gonna get your boost.
Boost. Okay. Ooh, I got more boosts too. I will take 3 more setback boosts.
You got it.
That is 3 success, 9 advantage.
You see her start to like protest. She's like, no, you're right. I get the feeling that this situation isn't going to be in our favor at all, or for very long. If I do it, I will message you. But my goal is to be, if I'm going to escape, I will escape on something besides the Adrian. If I can.
I think somewhere out there in the galaxy, I think Sendak's alive. Find him, if you can.
She takes a moment, she grabs her hand, kind of like, let's just say this. And all said and done, we meet up and do a quasi Red Star Legacy reunion tour. But mostly just drinking together. Like getting fucked up.
Yeah, I really
Okay,
like
cool.
the idea of drinking heavily.
Yeah. Like, I don't remember days kind of thing.
Yeah, I think there's a few I could stand to forget myself.
Okay.
Okay.
K201 is there.
K2,
Captain?
I suspect that you might be met with a little hesitation, given that you're very clearly an Imperial droid and we are on a rebel base. But I guess what I'm saying is stick with me and don't take it personally.
I will follow your lead.
All right. Well, let's go see this Commander Gain again, shall we?
Great. And again, for context's sake, she left straight ahead. It probably took you guys at least another like 30 minutes-ish to finish that fight. Maybe it's like 30 to 40 hour tops. So you're not really that far behind, but maybe closer to like 30 minutes.
Okay.
So you just went, I'm assuming, yes, you went to those coordinates. So, okay.
Yep.
K2 is there. Should I be armed for this? Or would that be too threatening as an Imperial droid?
I'm going to err on the side of too threatening. I'm not quite ready to push their buttons just yet.
I see. Well, yes, they have lots of buttons and they are easily pushed.
Just follow my lead.
I will follow your lead.
I exit the ship.
As the ramp goes down, you're already met with a bunch of like security
Are
officers
any
that
of
are just like,
Randall's men amongst them? Or people?
there are none.
None of Randall's people are there.
But you definitely see a lot of the same
Okay.
of the Alliance like unification group
Sure.
that you had just seen on Mandalore.
Okay.
There. The Gungan is not there
Okay.
for all of our sake.
Man, you did a great job. You did
Yeah.
a really good job.
It was great.
But
Mungan.
great. If you will come with us, where's the rest of your? Where's the other ship?
They'll be along shortly. They were slightly detained, but I have it on good authority that they are en route.
Great. If you'll come with us, then we will wait for them. And they start to like kind of he like motions them away. K2 starts to talk,
Okay.
but his voice is more robotic,
Oh.
as if he's not like the personality that he had.
Right.
Captain Kilarfe, you asked me to remind you to see the prisoner, the wounded, before we go with them any further.
Thank you for that. K2, I was just going to bring that up. There was another person taken separately from us here to the ship. I demand to see him.
Gonna roll, demand. Go ahead and use your coercion on this then.
All right. Okay, coercion. It's not very good for me. What's the difficulty?
4.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna take everything in the dark side.
Sure. So that's challenge, a difficulty.
Yeah, and
7 setbacks.
Yeah, you know, why not?
Well,
Oh, it looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, 4 success, 2 advantage.
Oh, he's like
Totally
he's
worth
like
it.
taking off. Yeah, of course, yes. That sounds reasonable. Follow me. So he's gonna take you. We're just gonna cut to it. You just go straight to
Okay.
like he is in the medical station. It looks like it's been kind of like slowly repaired because it looks like there had been like damage there before, maybe a fire.
Right,
that
this
had
is
taken-
where Emrys was before.
Yes, and Hazo before that came
Yes,
with you.
Hazo.
And Hemp?
No.
No.
Ket.
Ket.
Hemp.
Hemp is a.
What was it?
We haven't met
Het.
him yet.
No, Het. Het is the Thorian.
Thorian.
Het is
Ket.
the
Yes.
is the Max Rebo type.
Yes, Het is Max
Yeah.
Rebo. What did I catch?
You do not see. 2 eye patches now.
Oh, Het. He's not there.
He's not there, but
Okay.
you see that there's Korn who's kind of
Okay.
like hooked up to something, and awake.
Oh. I go running up to him.
Sure.
Corin. You're alive.
I'm dead.
No, you're not.
I'm dead.
No, you're not. Somehow, not dead.
No, it's. You can tell that he's like slightly drugged. up.
Right.
I didn't think that the angels would all look like her. This is.
Corin. Corin, look at
I'm ready.
me. I like grab him
Sure.
to like make him look at me. Corin,
Yeah. Go ahead and no.
you're
He slowly starts to like. You can see that
Right.
K2 01 just like goes up and like pushes a couple buttons like discreetly
Right.
on a thing, and you see like the medication like levels like start to like kind of like
oh.
ease up. They had him drugged up quite a lot.
I see.
And it takes him a minute. You can wait. You have plenty of time because it's gonna be there. So you wait a few minutes, and he like comes out. And he's like,
It's okay. It's okay.
we get a new ship?
No. Unfortunately. Well, I mean, fortunately, we got the Yojimbo back, but obviously this isn't that. We're on board the Rebel cruiser. I think
I don't understand.
it's okay. There's a lot's happened. I think technically we're prisoners.
I was a prisoner before, but I'm not that prisoner. I'm a different prisoner now.
Something like that.
Okay. When we get stabbed again?
No.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
It's better. Okay. Hey, you like I didn't doubt you for a second.
I tried.
No, I mean, go ahead and roll your charm. He's stabbed and he's medicated, so I'm gonna throw the risk in there. I'm gonna throw the risk in there. It's gonna be 1 red and 2 purple.
Okay.
There is the opportunity for a despair.
Right.
Would you like to use? Oh, there isn't. one.
No, I just rolled. That's 6 success and 2 advantage.
He just kind of looks and like you can see that he's like fighting now. He kind of seems very like
Right.
out of it, and he like stops, takes a moment, and like grabs your hand. He's like, "Oh, you did it. We're here. We're still here.
Yeah.
Are we all still here?" Lyra was, and he kind of like looks at this table next to him, and there's like a dude who's like wounded, but it's clearly not.
She's okay.
Totally.
She's okay. They didn't get her. She's here with us.
That's a win, but we're prisoners.
Well, you said it yourself. You've been a prisoner before.
Okay. All right. He like starts to like kind of like move to like try and get out.
Okay,
of it.
not quite just yet. Rest a little longer. I'm gonna find out what they want.
Okay. He's like realizing now he's like totally like
Yeah.
looped into stuff, and there's like clearly something that's might be like a back to thing.
Right.
It's like, but it's just like there. Okay. He like lets go of your hand. No. He grabs your hand again.
Mm-hmm.
We're prisoner again. It sounds like we're in a bad spot. And he just like pouts his lips, but like doesn't move forward.
I lean in and kiss it.
Sure, cool. K201,
drugged up.
who isn't fully, he's still processing human
Right.
emotions. Like kind of like looks off.
Yeah, look
to the
away, K2.
side. You got it.
Um,
Okay. You still squeezing your hand. Okay. I will be here. And I know you're gonna get us out of this one too.
We'll get out of here.
Okay.
I was so afraid that I'd lost you.
He looks down at his wound. And he just kind of. I'm pretty tough. You know.
Yeah, you are. I never should have doubted you.
Kind of like smiles off in like a corner. Smooth.
I'm gonna go find out what they want, and I will come back for you. Or if I don't, Lyra will, and we'll all find each other.
Okay. He just looks at you. I trust you. And we're gonna cut because you can
Yeah.
spend a little bit more time
Yeah.
here with him. You got plenty of time. At this point, we're cutting back to the Chandril in red. It is coming. You guys are getting the alarm. You're coming out of hyperspace, and you guys have assemble in the cockpit, and as you come out, you see that there's still this Mon Calamari cruiser. There's a little bit of a fleet that's kind of massed with this assembled. You do not see the Rebel scum. It's pretty obvious because it's a Star Destroyer. And you're immediately kind of flights of X-Wings kind of come alongside you, and they escort you towards the main ship.
Remember when we used to be excited to see this fleet?
Were we ever?
As you guys kind of board, you kind of have to like dock off to the side again, and you are shuttled or transported over to the tubes, to the docking bay of this Mon Calamari cruiser, where there's a bunch of rebel troopers that are waiting for you. Great. I need you all to please relinquish your weapons.
Why?
This is just a matter of security. We have very important cargo on board. We're just taking all procedures, cautions that we need.
Will you also be relinquishing your weapons?
Go and wear your coercion.
We are on the same side. I don't understand.
What is my thing? There it is. That wasn't even open. Against?
2 red,
Look at all
3
them
purple.
dice.
2 red. That's all?
Yeah, it's, if you want,
I
I'll
guess
give
I should
you.
use some dice. No, that's all up there. That's all up there. That's all up there. Oh, is what I was saying.
I forgot, because I was going to say that.
Yeah, no, it's right. It's the same line. I
There's
could
that
see where you would be
silly,
confused. I could see.
Setback that I was about to.
Let's use 2 green.
Oh, sure.
And, hi, stop it. Get out of there. And let's use, gosh, there's 13 of those. Let's use 3.
Excellent.
That seem all right?
Yeah.
1, 2, good.
Take some more. Just hurry it.
2 more.
You know?
Two more
More
boosts.
boost. So we're down to 8.
And oh, that's great. And
Whoa.
wait, no, hold the fuck, wait. Could be.
Good.
Oh man. Yeah, 2 successes and 1 advantage.
Hey.
The guy kind of looks at you like
That's
pissed,
successful.
like because he's one of the Alliance Unification dudes, right? And he just looks at you completely like, what the hell did you just say to me? But then one of the ship's security personnel comes forward, and you recognize it as
Miguel.
Miguel!
I feel like
boy.
that's a reasonable request, don't you think? And I am in charge of transporting them to where they need to go to. He like takes off his blaster and he hands it to one of his crew, and he just kind of like winks at Aaron. So of course, please, if you wouldn't mind, it's a simple formality. Leave your weapons here, and I will escort you myself.
So all we got was the one guy to drop his weapon.
And one guy to come with you.
Oh, one guy to come with. Okay.
I shake Miguel's hand. It's good to see you.
Hey man, how you doing?
Staying alive?
It gets born on the ship until you guys show up, and then they start. Reapers are showing up.
That's what we do. I'm unarmed. I didn't feel like I needed to bring weapons among friends.
Is your blaster pistol on you?
Of course it is.
So skullduggery for me, please.
And clearly,
Yeah. So if you want to take off the one blaster,
no.
so you're gonna literally hold on to it.
It's in my thigh high.
Yeah. So it's concealed. Okay.
I mean, mine's concealed too, but yeah, I get what's going on.
I relinquished my
I still
eyebrows.
really want you to do the skullduggery roll.
What am I rolling against?
I'm gonna make it 3. There's a lot of dudes.
So I have
yeah.
2 levels of convincing demeanor, which means I remove
Just
2
handle my
like
Setback or purple dice.
black. Well, I mean, it's black and white sheet, so I'm assuming.
I have things that remove setbacks too.
Yeah, so it would be setbacks.
Yeah. There are no setbacks. On this.
Okay. We're not mathing this at all.
I'll tell you what. I'll math it and let you take off one of the purple.
Cool.
Math it.
Hey, dude.
Buddy.
I know. It's so exciting.
You
So exciting.
Get out of here. Oops.
You're relinquishing your
Vibro
vibro
axe,
axe.
I will give them my vibro knife.
I'm
So you're
going
trying
to
to
take.
hold on to all of the other weaponry that you have?
I'm going to take
Yes.
Okay.
2 boosts
Sure, you got it.
and. Oh man, this is so fun. I'm literally like to this unification guy just being like, I don't have weapons.
Yes.
Say we.
And
Jedi mind trick him.
It's gonna get weird.
Oh,
1
okay.
disadvantage, 2 successes, and 1 Jedi moment.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Here's the thing. You said 2 successes.
1 Jedi moment, 1 disadvantage.
Okay. You successfully hide it from everyone but Miguel. He kind of looks and he lets it slip, but he sees and he knows. Your Jedi moment is the fact that he doesn't say anything about it. I would need you to roll a skullduggery for me, please. You have
I
a
turned over my vibro knife.
lot of shit. So I'm gonna make this a skullduggery of 1 red, 3 purple, and a natural setback.
Whoa.
But I'm gonna give you a positive set. No,
A
no,
boost?
no. You're gonna get
Because
nothing.
Aaron
You're just
Val
gonna
did
get all
such a
that.
good job.
I was gonna do it, but Miguel kind of saw it. So
Will it make it my roll any easier if I also throw in my net gun?
sure.
Then I.
And then they can take off one of the
That's
purple
fine.
dice.
Yes.
Then you have a lot. You had 6 boosts.
Well, not anymore. I'm gonna need them here.
Yeah, use them.
Let's use 6 boosts.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool. Cool.
Dang it.
What is with all these?
As I say, you just gotta hurt it.
Yeah. It's great. See that? That's great. Let's do, you know what I got? What I have is advantages.
Okay. Talk to me some more.
I have 3 advantages.
I didn't roll with my updated.
Just 3 advantages.
I have 3 advantages. So what do you mean just? That's good.
There's nothing else on that. No
Three
failures.
stuff in there?
No failures. So it's a technical
No
failure.
failures whatsoever.
Technical
3
failure.
I
advantages.
didn't roll with my
So
updated
as-
skullduggery stats.
You didn't actually roll your skullduggery stats?
I didn't roll my updated ones.
You still got all right.
It's fine.
It's fine.
You just did him.
You got a Jedi moment.
Yeah.
And he didn't care. But he saw
Yeah, it's
a
fine.
little bit of the trusses.
I'm just mad at me.
It's fine. Okay, so you hand over the net gun and the
Yes.
knife.
Yes.
And as you kind of like do that, your kind of like coat pocket or your jacket kind of flaps over. Hey! Hand that over too. And they point to your grenades.
Of course. Which ones?
All of them.
All of them. All right. There's
The grenade
frost
pouches.
grenade. A couple of flash grenades.
That
Oh, are those frag grenades there too?
No, they're poison grenades.
You're detonating.
Okay, this one's
you're
technically
mining
is a
stuff you
frag.
keep.
This is a frag grenade.
Yeah, and it's at this point that's like a guy has to like open up his shirt.
He's got all them 90s pockets.
Yeah. Here's
was
my
4, 5, it
tornado
was 6.
grenade.
It was 6
quicksand
grenades,
grenade.
unless they saw the thermal detonator.
Now that I know about it.
Oh, you should know all this stuff.
Why? Odds are even.
Even.
It's a 1. Hand it over.
Fucking Han Solo. Bad rules to live by.
Everything else that you have, besides all that stuff, you still have it.
Sweet.
Okay. With that, they like take all that and they just like put it carefully in a box next to everything else that was handed over. So the vibro axe, you've kept everything, and then Miguel's letting that. You keep that. He proceeds to kind of move you guys through the ship. These like rebel guys are like clearly upset, but they're like maintaining their distance. They're still kind of like following, but they're not like right on you guys. And he goes, I just got to go pick up your friend, and then we'll I guess I'll take you to where you guys need to go.
Miguel, what's going on with these guys?
Oh, these guys? Yeah, they're annoying as shit.
Agreed.
Yeah. They come in, they're kind of like, I don't know about you, but they kind of give me and he like leans in real close and whispers, ISB vibe. But like, I guess ours, so I guess it makes sense. If they got dudes, we got dudes. I don't get counterintelligence, I feel like all I do is move you around the ship. But I do way more than that too.
I'd rather it be you than them.
Thanks, man. All right, I think, and he's like stops by the med bay at that point. You have like a brief moment.
I'll be back. Or if it's not me, it will be Lyra, and if she comes to get you, you need to go.
Great. I'll be right here until one of those two things happens.
Okay. Or if there's like a disaster or something and you're able to get up and go, you should.
Well, I'm not going to take something that someone tells me literally, and if it has detrimental damage to my health, I'm not going to.
I didn't think so, but I just.
Faye, you're really bad at romantic goodbyes.
This is when you see everyone. Hey guys.
Hello?
Corin,
What?
What?
What did you say?
well, I just said hello.
Hey, Herd.
Hey, hope you're feeling better.
Thanks, man.
Captain,
Yes.
hello.
Hello.
Excuse me, I don't mean to. Break this up, but they know that you're here, and they're very adamant that we get this.
Okay.
As if almost there's some sort of time constraint.
All right.
It's over with then.
Let's go.
He escorts you to Dr. Yanuzi's kind of research wing.
Avila Yanuzi?
I'm sorry, yeah, Avila Yanuzi.
The female, you know,
Yes.
Of
The redhead
the
one.
medical wing.
Okay.
The anime glasses character one.
Okay.
And as the door opens up, you're already just met face to face with the Alliance Unification soldiers, who do have weapons this time. Like, great, they're here, we will take it from here. They kind of like push Miguel out as they kind of usher you all in.
What about him?
This is higher club level of security. Yeah, just,
Proceed.
the commander's waiting for you. And he points over
All right.
to where Commander Gain is standing next to Dr. Yanuzi, she is sitting in a chair. Excellent. You're here. I'm so glad that you could all make it.
Well, it was quite the invitation you sent us.
I would have almost hoped and would have assumed that you would have gotten here sooner, but I'm sure there were pressing matters to take care of on Mandalore. Anything in particular that you wish to share with the group before we get started?
No.
No.
Great. Well, this tribunal can begin. Yojimbo crew, you have been formally accused of espionage, fratricide, aiding the enemy, dereliction of duty, and treason against the Rebel Alliance. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
What he said.
Who is accusing us of this?
I am.
Who are you?
Go ahead and roll. No, it's just like... I'll take that as...
That what Herg means to say is, who are you to accuse us of such things?
No, Captain, I don't know who that is.
That you hear the sound of the soldiers that are in the room, and there's about 12 of them, have their weapons and they have activated them to, they've turned them on.
Right. So this is the kind of treatment that the Rebel Alliance doles out to those who they accuse of working against them.
I will be asking the questions,
They face a firing squad.
potentially, and I would hope then you would take this seriously.
Well, it sounds to me that you're no different than the Imperials who you claim to be fighting.
We'll see. First, can you please tell me, and again, I would implore you all to be as truthful as possible. Anything that you assume that we don't know, we do. And honesty will be rewarded. Is it true that you have been in secret communication with Dr. Yunuzi?
I don't know.
Game, do we?
I think the only person that would
I'm the only
know
one that
is
has been.
Kilar Effect.
I have not been in communication.
I have not.
You're awfully quiet, Captain.
They had nothing to do with it.
I appreciate the honesty from the bat. So then you'll obviously indulge me that you will continue to be honest when you can confirm to me that you have been working with Dr. Yunuzi not to retrieve the artifacts that we've been paying you handsomely, I might add, a ridiculous amount. I think this last one was 1 million credits that was given to you, 500,000 credits.
If I recall correctly, it was Randall Rupert that gave us that money and not you, Commander Gain.
We'll get to that, and his time will come. But first,
Wait, are you putting Randall away in prison? I'm
you
happy
are
to
not
see you.
Randall's
Did he
rebels. Is
do-
that correct?
Did he do a bad thing as well?
He's worked
illegal?
with you.
So then he is at fault.
Like
You
I
were
said,
following his orders.
we will get it. Was it his orders then to
Yes. the
have
answer to
you
your question
try
is
to
yes.
destroy the artifacts?
No,
Yes, good. The honesty is important.
You are
Whose
misinf-
orders were this?
you are
it was my
misinformed.
idea. As I said, they have nothing to do with it. Yes, at first we were retrieving the artifacts for the Rebel Alliance as was asked of us.
Even artifacts that you allegedly sold to us that were fake.
Yes.
Honesty, I commend you, Captain. Would you say that I should be more lenient on your team for following your orders and not knowing them, or more lenient on them because they were too stupid to understand what was going on?
The former.
Okay. So they...
Captain, tell him why. Tell him your reason. You are misinformed. You do not have information.
What is the reason?
This is a misunderstanding. You're the one who is actually too stupid to understand what it is that is happening, Captain. It's a simple
Please,
misunderstanding.
please enlighten me.
Commander.
You do not know anything about these artifacts.
Enlighten
You do
me.
not know the power that they possess.
Enlighten me!
I will be happy to enlighten you if you let them go.
You're in no position to make that sort of request.
Well, As I said, they had nothing to do with it. It was my idea to veer off the path and try and destroy these artifacts upon discovering the danger that they potentially caused. A danger that I fear you yourself do not fully comprehend.
If we were really working with the Empire, we would deliver these artifacts to them.
I seem to comprehend more than I think you credit me, and I can understand when I'm being told truths and when I'm being lied to. I would like Io to make a perception check for me, please.
All right. Let me get my app out. What am I rolling against?
3 difficult.
3 purple?
Dice. Take
3
dice.
difficult. Yeah, 3 purple.
You got
Take dice anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some dice.
Dice.
I'll take 3 boosts. I mean, setbacks, you know what I mean. I'm not crossing the streams right now.
That was a Ghostbusters reference.
4 successes.
You look and you see that off, kind of, every time you've come into this room, right, you have a certain...
Is this the same room
This
that
is
the
the
dinner
same
was
room
held?
with the artifacts. They've done all this research that you've met with Avila and Uzi before, and you've always been very hyper aware of this room. And you notice that, kind of like in the stasis chambers that they normally store, kind of the artifacts, the robe.
Now, were these artifacts in the room when we had that very awkward dinner party?
That was
That was in his
Yanuzi's private quarters.
Yeah, that was not here.
This is her research room where they've been studying.
I have not been here before.
Oh,
Yeah,
then you
I thought
haven't
we
been
were.
here before.
I have been here before.
Oh, is that
I
when you
had just
guys
gotten
were?
out of the back to tank when
That's
Laurel
right,
was
that's
there.
right.
Yeah, I was there.
Thank you for the
Yes.
correction. So at this point, you're hyper aware because in this room, you've never been in before. But you automatically kind of look around and you see tubes, things that have been set up, research center. In one kind of stasis chamber is a lightsaber. Same lightsaber that you sold to the Rebel Alliance, to Randall on Cloud City. There, next to it are 3 other kind of similar shaped containers. There's nothing in any of them.
The cloak is not there.
The cloak is not there. You're making an assumption. Fair enough. You rolled enough. The cloak is not there, nor the kyber crystal that you gave. Next to it, these containers are boxes that have been. You see a handful of these Alliance Unification soldiers that have and they're starting to move these boxes towards the door. Well, I see you've admitted everything. You were honest. I will pass judgment accordingly. I will say that while we take the full time to process everything that has happened for your crew, it's clear without any reasonable doubt that Officer Dr. Yanuzi and Larfay have been conspiring against the Rebel Alliance, and I am forced to take action.
That is not true.
How would you say that that's not true?
You cannot accurately pass any judgment.
She just...
You are in no position to do that.
Where are Randall's men, Gain?
She...
The men that came with Corrin.
Go and roll. You want to do coercion on this or charm?
Sounded kind of threatening.
Sounded kind of threatening, but I didn't know which way you're going. Each of these will have different...
I'm saying it charmingly and slyly.
You do not have all the information.
I'll make it 3 purple.
You do not know anything about those artifacts.
Please, and he motions to the table. Tell me, Herd. Sit down and explain to me exactly what is happening.
When I touched those artifacts, I went to another place in the past. Right, Captain? And we saw some sort of a vision, some power that called to us. A dark power.
2 disadvantages.
The danger we felt was indescribable. These are bad. These should not exist. And if we were working and conspiring against you, then we would deliver these to the enemy instead of trying to throw them into the sun.
Go ahead and roll your negotiation on this. He just ignored your question completely.
What am I rolling
You said you
against?
just got 2 disadvantages?
Yeah.
He just ignores it.
For negotiation, what am I rolling against?
I'm gonna make it.
Take all the dice.
I'm gonna make it 1 red, 4 purple.
Ugh.
How many blue ones do I have in there?
6.
I'll take all 6.
Sure.
I'm just speaking out of simple concern, really. You didn't seem to answer his question. Where are Commander
advantages.
Rupert's men?
Go and roll again. Yeah, you should roll.
What am I rolling?
At this point, do negotiation as well.
What am I rolling against?
4 difficulty. Did the same thing I told you?
You told me 3.
Thank you.
Yeah, ask him again. I'm gonna make it 4.
4?
He doesn't like to repeat himself. He clearly heard you. Just
Right.
It's not good.
1, 2, 3, 4. And I know he clearly heard him, which is why I asked.
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Disadvantages only.
2
could be
setback.
worse.
sure.
That's
Well, yes.
it could always be worse.
And 1 success, 3 disadvantages.
I'm gonna combine this together. 1 success, 3 advantages, or 3
Disadvantages.
disadvantages. Okay.
And I got 2 failures with 4 advantages.
Okay. So you're asking, you're asking about what happened to Randall's men, and Herg, you're trying to convince him about kind of the severity of this.
These
right?
artifacts, correct.
He kind of answers both of you at the same time as he's kind of moving towards the door. These crates have already like moved out of the door. Well, the fate of Randall's men will probably be the fate of Randall shortly. And Herg, I will say that as he kind of reaches a hand out of the box before it moves, I'm fully aware of what these are and what they can do.
You son of a bitch.
And with that,
You stupid son of a bitch.
an alarm goes off across the ship. As Commander Gain takes a step back, and as the door closes, he goes, great. They're right on schedule. The door closes, and with that,
No!
you will end today.
Damn it!
Was it Darth Vader? It was Darth Vader. He showed up.
I guess we'll see.
I think he's working with the bad guys.
I think he is.
Is that just me?
Everybody, thank you so much. We have 5 minutes left, so we ended tier 2. I'm gonna wait for final. Oh shit! Shit! Oh no! Can I get confirmation
This is the one we don't
that
know about.
tier 2 dark side is
We'll be
what
fine.
it is?
We'll be fine.
So critical failure. It looks like there is.
It just turned though.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
wait.
Just went to
Lucas?
tier 1.
Lucas?
It just went to tier 1.
Are we counting? It's you snooze, you lose.
I'll whisper him. Hold on.
Okay.
Say what you were going to say.
Well, I'll explain what this is. It's a critical failure because if it's not made clear already, the ship is about to be attacked.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I gave 6 areas aboard the ship that are going to be critically damaged
Oh
at the
no!
start of this battle.
Mad Bay, you mother.
It's gonna be a.
Light side tier 1 was engines, a simple one that would keep the ship.
Cool,
That's
who
fine.
cares?
Light side tier 2 would have been weapons, so the ship would have been able to fire. Cool. It's fine. Light side tier 3 would have been the command deck, which would have
Woof.
been able to organize
my.
the defense properly.
been
Dark side tier 3 would have been the hangar bay, which
Oh,
if
my
we know,
ship.
your ship
Ships, so yeah.
Lyra.
and Lyra
Lyra.
would still be. We're stuck between Dark Side Tier 1 and Dark Side Tier 2. Dark Side Tier 1 is shields. Shields would be knocked out completely,
yes.
making it extremely vulnerable overall
Yes.
to damage. Last but not least, Dark Side Tier 2 is medical.
Oh. I think it went right to 1 at the last second. That's just me. I feel like they got it in there.
You know, part of
What's
this
the word?
thing,
What's
part
the
of
word,
this thing
Lucas?
is snooze you lose. But it is the last hour, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to find out.
Well, you never stop the clock, so.
I don't think I can. I don't. Oh, I can pause it. Is that what I need to? Is that what I need to do in the future?
Counts. Tier 1.
Looks like shields will be completely knocked out as we start.
Which isn't great, really.
It's
Which is
bad.
only.
It's a
None
better
of these
option.
are, though. None of these are great.
I'm gonna quick. I can pause this. I didn't realize that I
Yeah,
can
you
pause
can
this.
pause
I have
it.
power. But I should have stopped it.
You're a reasonable god.
I'm a reasonable, and you know what? Your contributions came at the very last end. We say next time. We say can at any moment. And so I'm gonna say, if I say that's it for today, that's a moment. But all out because otherwise, medical bay is gonna get slagged.
Yeah.
Everyone in there.
Definitely die.
So with that, I'm gonna do a yeah.
I have Dark One as mess hall in your email. Does that work?
Mess hall.
Oh, I did write that right. I'm sorry, because I was like, shields. I don't think I did shields. No, I'm sorry. The
So
mess
we
hall.
can't eat?
God.
Damn it! Damn it! Space! Damn it!
What am I supposed to get my blue milk now?
Thank you. I was wondering because I was like, I don't think I did this shields. I wrote
Oh
this
my
down.
god.
So the mess hall.
You
so
son of a bitch!
That
every-
was not so bad.
Okay, calm down. Calm
No,
down.
no, no.
No, I'm hungry as hell.
It's not worth it.
There are a lot of people who are off duty who go
To the mess hall.
to the mess hall to eat.
Miguel, don't you dare!
No.
He was not hungry. He specifically said,
He was waiting.
I'm not
for us.
He was literally eating while he was checking us for
Right.
weapons.
Yeah.
The mess hall.
not
So
see
this
the
is
turkey
going to
leg in
be
his hand?
this is
Yeah.
the equivalent of when the brain bug or the bugs come in through the floor while they're eating, and it's just a mess. There's a massacre in there. Every rebel soldier that's in the mess hall, and there's going to be quite a few of them. Quite a few of them will die. You will die.
What about Chef Nick McNickers?
Damn it, Keith! Stop ruining my surprises! I'm gonna do 2 quick post-credit scenes because we got some dice because they came at the end.
Do.
Dark side players.
Yes.
I'm gonna give it up to you. There's 7 dice in there. I can
Right.
either split this and have you guys 2 roll 2 separate things, increase or decrease in the odds if you guys want to split it, or I can randomly do it, or for you one person take all.
Well, he's giving us the option of a choice, so how do you want to do this?
I don't care.
Do you want to split them?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sure.
How do you want to split this?
You can take 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna say,
Oh.
I'm gonna start with Kilara first,
Okay.
because this is the easiest one to do. Do your leadership one more time,
All right.
but it's gonna be 5 purple dice.
Okay.
And then, what did you use the most this game?
This particular session?
Yeah.
What did I use?
I'm gonna go with perception.
I did perception.
Yeah, she did
quite a
try to
bit.
perceive.
I'm gonna go with perception, 5 purple
like
dice.
everything.
Okay. And I'm rolling my Wait, what am I doing?
Yeah, you're gonna roll your perception.
Okay.
That looks pretty good. Nope,
And
just
do I-
2 success, but 2
Looks
success.
better
And then I'm gonna add the 4
Yep.
extra.
Yep.
Cool.
That's because I had so many disadvantages.
And how many purples did you say
Yeah,
again?
5. It's gonna be
1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5. All right, so I got that correct.
You must have more failures than I thought. What?
No, I don't feel like that added right. Oh no, I guess it did.
1, 2,
I guess I had less success than I
3.
thought.
Oh,
Yeah.
3 failures.
Okay, I got 3 and 3,
Oh, that-
success
I
and
missed
disadvantage.
Okay. I'm gonna do. What'd you get?
2 success.
Okay. So what's your thing with leadership?
I
boost?
have a leadership boost. I get an automatic boost if I am dealing with my allies.
I'm gonna upgrade that to a green dice.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. And then, perception for Io will be. The disadvantage will just cancel out a dice, so you'll just get a natural success, like symbol,
Okay,
added to your perception.
got it. Okay,
That's
So-
why those will cancel out.
got it.
So,
So whatever I roll in perception,
whenever
I
you
just
roll
add
perception,
a success.
add it. So if you
Okay.
get one, if it's like a whatever, you're just adding a success to the roll.
Got it.
And then, Herg, can I have you do a roll for me, please?
Absolutely.
It's going to be medicine, as you put together our favorite lovable cat.
Yes.
Can I just tell you that somebody tweeted at you, Bert, to show you that the turret that the turret is underneath the ship?
I am so plugged in, so I'm not going
Thank
to
you
get up.
at Sidon Prax. You are doing good work. You're doing good work. So there you go. And then scroll over to see the zoomed in version.
No scroll.
Scroll, yeah, swipe.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so angry. God, you would be so dead.
What's the turret?
Yeah, I'll show. Look, it's just saying that there's space underneath the ship.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we can.
Guys, this is
Yeah.
an alternate Star Wars history. The turret was installed in a different part of the ship.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling medicine. What am I rolling against, Bert?
5 purple dice.
Okie doke. And did the other?
That totally would have. You knew it.
Are we splitting this up with lightsaber?
No, this is gonna be all you.
Okay, well then I'm using the extra 2 ability.
Sure.
Okay, that goes there. This goes here. Shit. This goes here. This goes to this and turns into that. So I have 1 success, 1 threat.
All right, I'm gonna cancel it out and do it like this. I'm gonna make it specific then.
Oh.
You get both. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Maybe I should have done it, but that's too. When you are doing medicine on creatures,
Creatures.
right? Any sort of medical application on creatures, you will get both a boost dice and a setback dice.
Understood.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. With that, we do that because thank you everybody so much for all the support.
Yes!
We couldn't have done it without you. Stay tuned. We're there. We're getting there. It's ramped up. It's
I gotta cross out my notes. Shields are knocked out. Gotta cross it out to mess hall.
Mess hall, yeah.
Oh no!
I mean, it's
Now
very sad,
I'm gonna
actually.
make sure that this hits you guys the most.
Like Hector,
Yeah.
Emrys was on the ship. She's in the mess hall.
Yeah, she called me from the mess hall.
Yeah, those pregnancy cravings. And
Yeah. Don't put it past
Hey,
buddy.
What's up, yo?
Hey,
It's so close.
It's
Hey,
so
it's
close.
Hyper RPG's Matt.
What's up, dude?
Is there a button or a site that you need
No,
to go
tonight
to?
we're just gonna thank everybody who contributed. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who's subbed, everyone who tuned in from front page.
Yeah!
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. It's been super rad. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to be playing some new board games from Gen Con. We're playing Dragoon, which is we are dragons trying to hoard money and steal from each other. It's going to be really fun. Yeah, then it's Death Guard versus Space Wolves. Tomorrow at 6, and I'm totally going to beat Naeem. Naeem's not here right now, so I can say this. I think Death Guard are babies.
Yeah, they are.
There are more babies.
Big babies.
More babies than the
I know, he agrees.
Than the Tau. There are more babies than the
What
Tau.
the fuck?
That's a good thing.
Yeah, we literally have a space wolf right here.
Baby space wolf.
But guys, thank you so much. Bert, take it away.
Everybody, thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you. Please continue to watch us as we wrap.
Matt just got attacked.
He's dead. He's down.
He's down.
No.
I found the intro.